This is a part near where at the end of the video that I'm going to splice back to the beginning of the video, and you may infer some spoilery things from the way that we are talking, and if so, I'm sorry. But we did not do a content warning message at the beginning of the video, and having been through this, it feels important that we do so. So if you need content, actually no, everything that could be triggering is in this game at some point or another. I highly recommend you look at the full list of content warnings, as many as I could remember, at the bottom of the video. And
it's everything.
If any of it feels like something you should skip out on, we will understand. And there are other games that we have played on this show that you can go watch instead.
And I encourage you to watch a different playthrough, not this one.
Yeah. Please don't dislike the video, though. Go dislike the game if you want to, but please don't harm me for this. Okay?
This isn't our fault. It's my fault a little bit that we played.
All right, splice over. Dear Microsoft and OBS, please stop fucking with my sound devices. Just stop it.
Yeah.
Just stop. Just stop. Hello, welcome to Really Playing Games. I'm Dylan. That's Summer. We play games sometimes. We're gonna play a game. Summer and I didn't play last week because we were. It is not your fault at all, Sarah. Thank you so much for saying something.
You said something. We wouldn't have known. We would have just kept going.
Yeah, we would have gotten like halfway through the stream with me just not being here, and I would have lost my goddamn shit.
Yeah, especially because it's the finale and we're done. We can't do this shit again.
Yeah, I'm just recapping now because I'm not keeping that shit in the YouTube video. Hell no, I'm cutting that shit out. We didn't stream on Monday because we had just finished a 24-hour stream on Summer's channel where she was doing a subathon, and we both died pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it would have been easier if you'd had more of a wakefulness buddy, because all you had Sauce there playing with you. And he was tired too.
Yeah.
And so he wasn't like the best equipped to be like, all right, let's go, pep, woohoo, keep Summer pumped and engaged. Because like the moment, as someone who has pulled too many all-nighters having a good time, the trick is to never let yourself slow down.
Yeah.
Like after like the 18 to 20 hour mark, you just can't slow down. You need to be like fully engaged the entire time. And if you let even a little bit of that tiredness get in, it's over for you.
Yeah.
You're just like
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, I feel like it could be doable. I don't think you should do it every month. Like some people.
Yeah, some people do it every month. And some people do it like every other week.
Yeah.
And that's psychotic. It's like so scary. It's like so bad for you, I feel. Yeah, because I feel like I was recovering for a full week.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a week.
And I'm still tired.
Yeah.
Was that last week?
That was last week.
That doesn't feel real. That actually doesn't feel real.
It feels like 2 weeks ago, but it was last week.
It feels like 2 weeks ago, but it was actually last week. That's crazy. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
That it threw me off all week. I was like, you know what? I've been wondering why I've been so out of it this week.
Yeah.
It's because that happened and it literally threw my entire mind for a fucking loop.
Yeah, that
and
happened.
I have no concept of time or space or literally anything that's going on with me. And so, no wonder.
Yeah.
Well,
and I think it might make more sense to have big marathon streams like that and in the evening, because then you don't kill your sleep schedule quite as much. Because that's a lot of what throws you off afterward is like you conk out for 8 hours and then you're like, I'm awake, but it's nighttime. And then I have to like, I mean, you're still tired. So you like do go to bed, but like everything feels wrong after that point.
Yeah.
So
the thing is that like I think that would be so hard is like being up the whole day and then starting at like 6 p.m. right?
Yeah.
And then going back around to 6 p.m. because it's like you're awake. The reason is I wanted to start early is because it's like I wake up and I start. And so I'm
Right.
like at my maximum rested. I also like doing it that way because of the way that like GTA is. And
Yeah.
so like I got to plan an event during the day and was like, oh, planned a great event, did the
Yeah.
event, then was like doing stuff and like partying. And then it was like 3 a.m. and I was like,
No one's
she's
awake.
dying.
What do I do?
No one's here.
Yeah.
What do I fucking do? Throw another party. I don't think I can do that right now. Yeah, but it was a good week.
Mhm.
Just been doing that. Finally set a schedule.
Yeah.
That was the one nice thing about this week. That's probably another reason that this week was weird though, because
Yeah.
it was subathon, then right into new schedule where I was doing a lot more offline play than I was doing online play.
Hmm.
Which was like very strange, very healing for me as a human being to play offline. Especially with like, I will never complain about the fact that my channel has grown so fucking much so fast.
Yeah.
But like, if I had to, like, if someone was like pressing me to complain,
You
I
might.
would like maybe complain like a little bit about
Yeah.
some aspects of it.
I mean,
I think that you would too.
I don't.
Just like,
Yes,
like
absolutely.
tiny little
Yes, I
things.
would. I'll complain. I'll complain because like the thing is,
Mhm.
the people who don't suck, and that will always be
Yeah.
the case. And
Yeah.
the people who suck will always be terrible.
Yeah.
But there is a difference. There is a material difference between the slow growth of an audience and the sudden boom, right?
Yeah.
Like they're not equivalent.
Mhm.
And I feel like pretty much everyone who does any any creation on the internet is
Yeah.
aware of that to some extent. Like,
Mhm.
it's different when, you have people slowly trickling in, even like just on Twitter versus, you do a thing, it booms, a bunch of people show up out of nowhere, and all of a sudden, like, the dynamic changes significantly.
Yeah.
And I was talking about this recently. I don't remember if I was talking to you or if I was talking to someone else. But like part of the difference is like you weren't where I am right before all the shit blew up. And a ton of people showed up out of nowhere. You were doing quite well. But like all of the people that had been there
Mhm.
were coming in slowly and were getting sort of acclimated to how
Mhm.
things are on
Yeah.
your channel as they came in.
Yeah.
As Sarah Eunice says in chat, the slow growth allows people to get to know you first, and those people somewhat help set the channel tone. Exactly.
Yeah.
But when you get like hundreds to thousands of people from another space that is totally
Yeah.
different from yours
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
in, they bring their space in,
Yeah.
and it's a lot more work to sort of get them to like adjust.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's definitely different. And like,
I mean, it's like adding a drop of hot water to a bucket of ice water versus just pouring a bucket of
yeah,
boiling water into a. I mean, like,
yeah,
it's gonna take a hot minute for it to cool back down, you know?
yeah,
And a lot of
um,
work to get it
yeah.
to cool down.
But I mean, at the same point, like it's nice. I feel like we have enough distance at this point where I'm like
Yeah.
starting to see people that came in around that time where I'm
Mhm.
like, you've gotten it, you figured it out,
Mhm.
you're here,
Mhm.
you're like, I don't have to like onboard you
Yeah. Yeah.
in chat. So
We
like
don't hit them with 20,000 commands right at the very beginning,
yeah.
explaining literally everything. Yeah.
So that's been good.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I mean, I'll say it. There is a percentage of humanity that is just terrible.
Yeah.
And when you increase a number, the percentage also, like, the percentage doesn't increase, but that percentage represents more people.
Mhm.
And when like maybe every few months someone like is coming in legitimately harassing people,
Mhm.
that's manageable. But once you multiply that number by a lot, it sucks.
Yeah.
And I think that's fair, and I think everybody knows that. I don't think anyone's gonna. I don't. I don't think anyone's
I
going
don't
to hear
think
that and
people
be
be
like,
offended by that.
you're talking about me, unless they're an asshole. In
Yeah.
which case, fuck
They'll
them.
feel offended. Yeah. If you feel offended, then fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that definitely is a good
Anyway,
time.
your week. How's your week been?
I had a birthday.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Birthday.
Yeah. Summer and I are the same age now.
Woo! For
Hell
a couple
yeah.
months.
for just a
And
short amount of
month.
time.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Two, because you're in December, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
know
we've got
time. So it's
all of
like whatever.
October and all of November and a little bit on both ends in September and December. Because you're like beginning of December, right?
Do you not know my birthday?
I don't know anyone's birthday.
It's December 4th.
I knew it was a single digit number.
Yeah,
I was going to guess
December
the 8th. So I feel pretty good about
Bunny's
being close.
birthday is
Well, yeah.
14, so just remove 10 of that.
Sure.
That's how I do. That's how I remember numbers. I just do things like that. Weird number things in my head.
I just need to celebrate your birthday more.
I mean,
yeah,
you've only known me for like 4 years.
Well, yeah, like 2 of those we barely talk to each other.
I know. I'm not. I'm just kidding.
Anyway,
yeah. My birthday's fun.
I had a birthday.
I'll be 29. Old. Yeah. How's your birthday? Let's talk about your birthday.
Do we want to talk about my birthday?
Yeah.
Or are we still talking about your birthday?
We're talking about me right now. No, let's talk about your birthday.
My birthday went pretty well. I played Kena, Bridge of Spirits, which is a almost flawless game. I'm continuously blown away by how good that game is. It's like actually kind of upsetting how good Kena is. As a first ever game by the people that made it, which just seems unreasonable to me, or at least by the studio. I'm sure that they hired people that know how to make games for this game. But so much of it is like, I don't know. It's like all of the things when you play a AAA game and you're like, ugh, why didn't they do X, Y, Z?
Yeah.
Right? You're like, this game could have been good in this way. And instead it's just like kind of annoying. All of those things are in Kena. Like so many little UX things, so many gameplay elements, the way the levels are designed, like just every single piece of that game has like infinite polish on it, and I don't know how. And there are cute little hats that you can put on your cute little friends, and that's fantastic. Other than that, Comcast is a piece of shit. 0 out of 10. Don't recommend Comcast. If you can get a different type of internet, get a different type of internet. We're locked into Comcast here. We have no options.
We are.
So, woo. I have hated Comcast for like over a decade now,
Mm-hmm.
And will continue to do so. So yeah, my internet shit out partway through a 12-hour stream on my birthday, and that felt personal. I took that personally.
You should.
But other than that, played some Fall Guys with Kiena, which was great. And then played Phasmophobia with you and Eli and Orion. And hot damn, that game is... Phasmophobia got so good.
It's so scary.
It's so scary. It's scary and it looks good.
Yeah.
And like the new hunt stuff is so good.
Yeah, so cool. The new journal is so cool and good, and like it's so good. They really listened to feedback for those for the first like couple iterations of it, but yeah, it was really fun and super scary. Like even going back to like the same like houses and stuff, even though they do have new maps, I don't mind going back to the same houses because it's so scary and the ghosts are so scary. So it's like you're like moving fast. You're like the thing that I love about ghost hunting on like TV and in real life is that it's like a really like a slow burn. Not the case with Phasmophobia. It is get in, get the fuck out. This ghost is going to kill you. Like that's like the point of the game. And I do wish that there was like a peaceful hunting mode where you could just like I guess that would be like easy, right?
Yeah, it's playing on
But
amateur.
but I would love playing like at a more professional level where like it's harder to get the ghost to do certain things and it's more like slow
Mm.
burn of you like because I
I
love ghost hunting slowness.
Yeah. I think that depends a lot on the map. I feel like the
Yeah.
bigger maps you get more of that,
That's true.
right?
That's true.
Like when you play on Asylum, it
Yeah.
just takes a long time to figure out where the ghost room is.
Mhm.
And then, you can have like 3 hunts between dropping your stuff in the ghost room and getting back to the van to get new items.
Yeah.
So, and like with the one of the changes that they made for the hunt is that lights flicker and devices go off only when the ghost is close to them
Mhm.
while it's hunting.
Mhm.
So on a big map, you could be in the middle of a hunt, and if you're not using your radio and getting that static, you could
Yeah.
not even know that there was a hunt going on until
Yeah.
the ghost got close to you.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, neat stuff. Good
Yeah,
shit.
very cool. Good shit. Was fun.
Good shit. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I again don't have a question of the day because I am a bad host.
No.
And because I want us to have more time to finish this game.
Yeah. Let's fucking do it.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna beat the game tonight, or else. I don't know
Or
what
else
the
the game
else
beats
is.
us.
Or else the game beats us. Am I screen sharing with you? Yeah,
No.
let me do that. I'm just gonna turn the game down a little bit for myself. When I have the option to explore more, would love if the ghost didn't just end your case and instead it was like 3 strikes and you're out. Yeah. I mean, I can think of a couple options there. Like, it'd be nice if the ghost did more haunting. Like, if you had more ghost events that depleted your sanity
Mhm.
before it started hunting, that would be neat. But my big thing is I just want more things to do after you're dead.
Mm.
Like, that has been my feeling since the game first came out and I started playing it, was I just want there to be more for you to do when you're dead.
I think it would be super cool to have like the ability to interact with the ghost and get more
Yeah.
information about the ghost. Like even if there's like randomized stuff about its life and like how it died and that kind of thing
Mm-hmm.
would be cool. But
Or like if you could
that's
go
me being
around, if you could like hinder the ghost while it's hunting, or
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
literally anything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I do not
Literally
remember
anything.
what we were doing.
I literally this game
Oh, we
oh,
did
we
spinal
did back
surgery.
surgery.
Now I remember.
Instantly recall the horrible, horrible
And then a
like
monster came and ate this corpse a little bit.
corpse. Yeah. Oh my god, that was so grim.
It
It was
was.
disgusting.
You
We did
go
our
around.
own back surgery. I'm gonna
We
vomit.
did. Yeah, the YouTube title for that was "This has got to be malpractice," I think. Ugh! Is your spine okay, dude?
No, it's not okay. We just did. I'm gonna throw up. Literally, it was so nasty. I'm like
Oh, I
thinking
can't
about
run.
it.
God, that's so much blood. It's truly an unreasonable quantity of blood. You can't begin to estimate how many lives were ended here. I think we already read that one. Oh, you're so slow,
He
John.
just had back surgery.
And his back's all
back
closed
was
up.
ripped open. It was open though moments ago, mere moments ago, and a minute ago.
I mean, it was like hours ago. He fell asleep. He passed out.
Okay, well, there's no way to know. Time is elusive in this game. The storm.
So stormy.
So stormy.
Okay, can we go in here now? Nope. Can we use the computer? Any day now. Oh my god. Personal data tag detected. Force field off. No? I'm getting a feeling the answer is no.
Are you a pacifist? Don't like to get your hands dirty? We've got germs. We've got delivery systems, and we need you to combine them in interesting ways.
Okay.
Cannibalistics means you.
This is gonna take a minute.
This is gonna take a minute. We're just gonna sort of wander.
Pacifist? Don't like to get your hands dirty?
Are you a pacifist?
Yes.
We've got delivery systems, and we need you
Well,
to combine them
sort
in
of.
interesting ways.
I'm violence averse.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do you not want to go up?
I don't know where we're supposed to go.
Go down?
Down here is the medical stuff where we just were.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that's where we came from. So I'm going into this room, which is the stasis stuff.
Yeah.
Just to sort of see before we head the other way. Okay, so not here. Up we go. Do I have any goodies? I have my personal data tag. Fun. I'm glad that we have the stuff from our spine in our pockets.
Yeah. I gotta keep that shit.
Can we use the elevator
Souvenir.
now that we don't have
I don't know.
spine chips?
No clue.
Do you ever have tortilla chips in your spine? Hey, we can.
Yum. Crunch.
A biological quarantine has been initiated.
Fun.
Level 2. Kitchen knife and snowflake are off limits.
What?
Level 3. Hydroponics is off limits.
Well, that seems bad.
Is that fungus?
When I stretch my back, it sort of sounds like you have spine tortilla chips. Oh no.
Perfect.
Is that what they call fungi?
PDT, I can't track shit.
Hydroponics. Oh, what's left of hydroponics?
Uh,
The shaft's covered in growth. I'm not going anywhere.
see doctor about that.
Listen, wait, let me check the blueprints. Yes, hydroponics has a service elevator.
Affirmative.
A minute.
In the loop.
Sure thing. Okay, elevator. The vines may attempt to redecorate the elevator before long. Overgrowth. The creeping growth on this level has upholstered the drab surfaces in an almost comforting fabric of green. Edwin Chong. The doorway's bright lighting indicates the entrance to another laboratory. Although fans were installed to keep the air cycling, they're now helping reduce the buildup of vegetation. Doorway's lighting indicates the entrance to another laboratory. Okay. Left or right?
Let's do left.
Left.
Leafed.
Leafed! Haha, cause leaves.
Leave.
Haha. Haha.
This is ridiculous. How
Hysterical.
did I grow this world in a few months?
Ew. Wrestled from their upright position, the vaporization chambers are now resting idly on the floor.
These plants can't naturally develop this fast.
Kane developed the technology to accelerate plant growth. Oxygen is big business.
This is an evaluation platform for specimens and samples to be inserted into the glass chambers. That person's very dead. Computer terminal. Are you ready?
Wow! Sebastian Gray. January 2nd. Finally, we have more room for the Hanasi Harvey strain, which I've been working on so hard. It's days like this that humanity truly proves why it crawled off. Crawled off
Out.
the ocean floor. Out. Sorry, I can't. Hold on. I'm making my screen bigger. I can't read. I'm so blind.
Oh no.
Hold on, making it bigger. Quite crawled out of the ocean before any other. My section has been expanded. I have more staff, true, but they are drones and have little other function. Now we can expand the research potential of Project Kitchen Knife and see what else plants can yield. The plants can yield. The oxygen production rate is quite unlike anything my initial projections could have predicted. Last year, it became the worst kept secret of on the Groom Lake, and all of the sudden, I had more interns than I could comfortably employ. Their only function is to stumble about the place and ask troublesome questions that I have little time to answer. If only the place. Sorry, I literally immediately lost my place. If only our world was more like that of insects. I have plenty of workers and drones, but none of the unwavering loyalty.
Oh my
These work
god.
and work. The faith in their queen, unquestioning and constant. The kind of loyalty is beyond price. These interns have mine have their uses, I suppose. We always need volunteers willing to get close to the queen.
I don't like this person.
I don't either.
Also, this
I
background
hate
is
how hard this one is to
death.
read against. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't read. Okay, February 16th. I am surrounded by incompetence. Am I surrounded by incompetence? Why can't I read today? One of those Basilic interns got too close to the queen and she showed him her affection. Quite amusing, though not to him. This means that I must attend another accident debriefing with the board, though Dr. Milan does love to test me. I see him up on the hearing bench and he grins at me in that supercilious look that he has perfected over the years.
Good word. Super serious. I like that one.
I suppose that I have him to thank for my current position. It was his recommendation to the board that made them hire me in the first place. Still, I believe he has come to enjoy these little power plays. He does so like to keep me under his heel. That, my dear doctor, is only a temporary situation. Once this project is complete, the chess game that we play so often will no longer be our only battleground. Regarding the project, some of the bug eggs failed to hatch properly. I suspect this is why the queen was more aggressive than usual. There are more than enough drones to continue the collection work. Their unique chemical properties. Their unique chemical properties are doing wonders for the plants, although I'm running short of interns prepared to work in close proximity to them since the last incident. The worker I appreciate the most is Akiza. I was astonished to discover that she is related to the legendary Dr. Tenshu of the eugenics wars. I did consider mentioning it to her, but I sense she is oddly ashamed to have him as her ancestor. If it wasn't for men like him, our profession would be a hollow shell of what it is now. Then again, if it wasn't for him, genetic research wouldn't have been put back by several generations, now would it? The ethical quandaries we face as men of science.
You're a monster and I hate you.
June 16th. The insects are restless. They rumble in their apiaries and are more aggressive than usual. My personal deduction is that the presence of the marine thugs aboard the ship are the cause, armed guards all over the place. I was stopped by one the other day and asked my reasons for going into hydroponics. Well, after explaining I was head of the damn project, I had the guard removed from his post and then the ship. This is insanity. How am I expected to progress with these thugs around? September 23rd. I recall complaining about the inundation of interns. If only they were still here now. Both Ivan and Theodore disappeared from their rooms last night, and I've had to speak to security about their whereabouts. They were Akiza's assistants, and now the production of the Queen's royal jelly has slowed exponentially. That's been a huge blow, but a rather extraordinary anomaly has appeared in our growth pods. A hitherto undiscovered strain of fungus. Its origin is something of a mystery to me. These fungal growths fascinate. At first, I thought it was a common garden variety mold, but after substantial analysis performed by Akiza, it seems to harbor neuron activity. That is to say, it seems to exhibit rudimentary signs of intelligence. It's scary. We've certainly created some unusual species on this deck, but the idea of a quasi-intelligent fungus growing and evolving of its own volition is exciting and frankly frightening. I've asked Akiza and the remnants of her team to cultivate it, but exhibit caution where it is spread. October 24th. I was asked by one of Dr. Milan's assistants if the fungal substance discovered growing in the bowels of the ship had anything to do with us. I lied, of course, but this is becoming alarming. Our experiments flourished at first. We may have lost more staff recently, but our experiments have been fruitful indeed. Confidentially, the properties of the fungus is both extraordinary and terrifying. It has a remarkable ability to take control of a living subject's central nervous system and hypothalamus. As observed in the monkey we used for testing. The monkey shrieked and thrashed in rage for the first few days after it was exposed. Then it became quiet, observant, and uncannily intelligent. It's certainly aggressive, but then again, which viruses aren't?
Jesus. Zombie fungus.
No, no, no! We've officially lost control of the deck!
Who could
Eden
have
now
seen
truly-
this coming?
Who could have seen this coming? Eden now truly belongs to the beasts. We've seen strange things. I watched as the fungus took control of the deck, as it spread through the staff, and much to my shame, I watched their deaths and examined their bodies. This guy, Dr. Sebastian Gray, you ain't okay. I'm glad you're dead. Nobody can cross the pods because the bugs are so aggressive that when Solomon went through in a rad suit, it says rad, right?
Yep.
Rad suit, they ripped it from his body. Oh, gotcha. And stung him to death. Oh my God.
Jesus.
The bugs are so aggressive that oh my God. Okay. They ripped it from his body and stung him to death. It took mere moments. Still, I live in the hope that the insects will remember me, their creator, and perhaps see me with their. And that was his last. Good. No, they definitely killed you, dude.
Emails, inbox and outbox. From Akiza.
To Gray, my family. Dr. Gray, do not wish to seem unprofessional or impolite, but I would ask that you not press me on the subject of my ancestry any further. I was nearly refused entry to medical school on the basis of my family's background, and the torments I suffered at the hands of my school peers regarding my great-great-uncle was unbearable. I am fully aware of his actions, and I've seen countless photographs and documents of the consequences of his work. I took this position to change our world for the better, not to be reminded of the skeletons in my family's closet. I've enjoyed our working relationship thus far, Dr. Gray, but I'd prefer my family history no longer be a topic of our conversation. Thank you for understanding, Akiza.
Legit. From Dr. E.F. Way.
Dr. Gray, I enjoyed our meal yesterday. It was refreshing to hear a man so outspoken on this ship. I appreciate your candor, and I do agree that perhaps it's time the board was shaken up a little. Although this is merely an observation rather than an action plan, I think the top leadership needs some new blood. I'd second you if you decided to take on the challenge yourself. Your impeccable scientific pedigree more than qualifies you. Either way, did you know where they were keeping that new cargo? It seems rather like a waste of resources if they won't even tell us where it is. Regards. Dr. E.F. Way.
Desk. A small work desk. Good shit. Locked door. Corpse. The vines have covered many of the laboratory surfaces. In some areas, the wall and floor can't be seen behind the tangled weave. Hey, we can run again. Hell yeah.
You don't want to look at the bodies?
Oh. No.
Was there nothing over there?
Well, let's see. I don't think there's something we can do here.
And you can't do anything with that door. Nothing.
It's locked.
Another locked door.
Keep.
Kane Corporation.
Run. There's another door down here, though, it looks like.
And maybe to the lower left?
No. Let's see, what's this way? Are we dead? No, okay. Bugs.
Save.
I'm just gonna go back here.
Crossing those bugs, we're gonna get killed instant.
Yep. Let's not. And say we didn't.
Cool.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
Love that.
It's some sort of insect.
Keep your distance.
It's tied up. Doesn't look like it can get loose.
Tied up. How big is it?
Massive?
Oh, I hate that.
I do too.
Queen insect. It's difficult to grasp the size and form of this insect creature. Udder-like protuberances sprout from its bulbous abdomen, while the pincers stab the air.
Good God.
Milk processor. Hardened amber. Amber trickles from the tree, but most of it has hardened into an incredibly tough compound. A tall, strangely shaped tree grows out of a housing space in the floor. Milk
Is there
from
any
the
way to,
creature
like-
is being fed into the tree by a pair of tubes.
Is there any way to like harvest any of that amber? Do we have any like tools right now?
We have gun.
This isn't gonna work.
No. What's the terminal say? Monday. Healthy, docile, responsive to stimuli, milking as normal. Tuesday, no activity. Wednesday, healthy, heightened aggression, recommended milking with only experienced staff. Thursday, no activity. Friday, healthy, highly aggressive, 3 personnel wounded in milking. Saturday, healthy, quiet, unusual brooding behavior, milking normal. Sunday, healthy, aggressive, 1 fatality via venom pouches. Suction pumps. Fun. Milk. Let's get some bug milk. Now we have bug milk. Hold on. I'm gonna do something stupid. Hi. Ah, just straight up eats us.
Damn.
Damn, okay.
She hungry.
The fucking smiley face. Okay. What?
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
Yes, 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 I know.
It's some sort of...
Dialogue skip, please.
Your distance.
It's tied up. Doesn't look like it can get loose.
Tied up. How big is it?
It's big. It's very big. It's big bug. Let me load the game. There we go. Now we have our milk. We don't. Wait, we don't have our
No,
milk.
we do. It's just
Oh, we
in the
do.
first slot.
Okay.
Can you not refine it? Oh, or does it?
Oh, refine it?
Was it not? Is there not like a refiner right
I
there?
don't think so. Or there's the milk processor,
processor?
which is what we
Is
got.
that where it came from?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
See, there's this like tube that comes out and goes to the
Mm-hmm.
collection platform. Can we get more milk?
Try it. Milk or dry? I don't like that I said that, but whatever.
More milk.
Okay, so we can just.
Oh, I clicked out. We cannot collect more than 1 milk.
Okay, but we can get more if we need it.
Yes. All right. Real quick, I did also see Akiza Tenshu personal logs.
Okay. February 20th. Oh, praise God Almighty. I couldn't be happier. Dr. Gray took me to one side and told me that I was the only person who had the skill and ability to take control of the nursery. He promoted me on the spot and said that I was now personally responsible for the queen. The royal jelly that she produces has proved to be incredibly useful. I discovered through my own analysis that not only is the jelly an essential nutrient for the insect population, but that it has other amazing physical properties too. It accelerates molecular bonding in certain substances, acting as a thickener for many natural substances, while also regenerating their natural properties. With some engineering, I imagine we could turn this into a true medical breakthrough. Imagine doctors in hospital wards on Earth using our bonding agent to heal wounds instantly. Perhaps finally the Tenshu name will be revered in medical history instead of reviled. March 10. The queen is a temperamental little thing. A fiery lady to be sure. Ah, but Queenie, you forget. I grew up in a family with more than one fire-breathing dragon. If I can handle my mother, I can certainly handle you.
Are we
Although, what?
literally writing the dragon, the Asian dragon mom stereotype into the one Asian character that has been described in this game so far? Are we actually doing that here?
That's what it seems like. Although, when she is milked, She's rather docile. I dare say she's rather attached to me. I'm sure I heard her purring at me. That's the only way I can describe it. I'm aware that she's a bug and all, but it sounded rather like approval. My parents kept hives of bees, so I've never been squeamish over insects, and I can tell the difference between aggression and favor. I'm still the only person who can get close without being bitten, and her bite can leave one hell of a mark, let me tell you. Hodgkin said that he'll report his side effects upon his return from sick leave. In other news, Dr. Myrick, one of Gray's subordinates, has requested samples of the jelly for experiments with his tree resins. He thinks that it might have a use as an industrial adhesive. This is a little way from my original intention, but I do suppose it's a start. August 12th. I try so hard to be positive, to be the person whose enthusiasm never once flags nor fails. But when you start hearing rumors that appall you to your very core, I tried to shrug it off, but recently it's become harder to deny it. I've been hearing sounds from the elevator shafts, the sounds of wailing infant crying out in pain before suddenly being silenced. That is no rumor. Sometimes I lay awake at night, and I swear I can hear the crying of children. I can't be dreaming. I saw Ingracia to confess my fears. He gave me a prescription to help me sleep, but something in his eyes said that he knew I was hearing something real, and worse, it was something that he was hearing too. More rumors. Dr. Milan is using children in his research.
Jesus.
I have to ignore it. If it were true, Kane would remove him immediately. Surely. Even Dr. Gray appears to find it an uncomfortable subject for discussion, and this is a man who slept easily when Isaac got his left cheek torn off by the Queen.
Fucking hell.
Mm-hmm.
Capitalism. Ugh.
Is Dr. Gray short of staff again? Once again, I'm being forced to manage multiple projects, only this time it's an examination of the acutely destructive new spore that seems to have infected a few of the pods. First observations, it's a parasitic fungus that grows faster than a common weed, and like a common weed, I feel it should be destroyed. But I know that Dr. Gray won't do it. He, like many of the other senior doctors, sees any new species as something to be exploited or weaponized. In the darkness, something stirs. I can't say what. I'm too afraid to find out what it is. When Ivan and Theo disappeared a month back, we assumed they'd somehow deserted. That was the official stance taken by Dr. Milan and the board anyway. Last night's events prove that there is something on board with us, though God knows where it's from. The Queen was more rambunctious than I've ever seen her before, and milking her was certainly more challenging than I'm used to. Edmund was assisting. We've been short on staff, and some of our volunteers are simply refusing to show for work. The Queen's environment has been disturbed a great deal, and so her violent tendencies are more pronounced. Edmund was on his way out of hydroponics when it happened. Something, pulled him into one of the air ducts. I didn't see much. I saw him walking toward the decontamination chamber, and the next moment his legs were kicking the air as whatever it was dragged him up and into the ceiling, while he squealed like a pig.
Jesus.
I'm resigning tomorrow. I did not sign up for mad science. I came to Kane to serve humanity and clear my family's name, not watch my crewmates be slaughtered by a species that Dr. Milan refuses to confirm or deny.
You came to the wrong place.
Yep. Is there... Yeah, next one. Okay. If I'd only resigned when I said I would, and if only they hadn't ignored my demands to have the infernal fungus destroyed. It's growing over me now, over my skin. It's burrowing into my flesh. The insects attacked again today, and it seemed to only worsen. Dr. Gray was destroyed by a swarm of them, and now he is only fertilizer for that ever-ravenous mold he was so curious about. Good to know that he's dead.
Yeah.
The uninfected are making an attempt to escape. This doesn't include me. The emergency flares keep the bugs away. I told them to give me the flare to hold back the bugs so they could get away. Hope they escape soon. This fungus is making my head feel funny. I'm sure I can feel it growing through my ear canal.
Jesus.
Don't like.
From Dr. E.F. Way to A. Tenshu.
Akiza, don't worry. I don't think you're losing your mind. Ghost or possibility, but I suspect that what you're hearing is perhaps the sound of devices playing in other parts of the ship. I do believe at the moment that the corporeal world and spirit world are very much divided. So try to calm yourself. If you would like, I can talk to someone in cargo storage about these sounds. But I wouldn't worry about it. This island is full of noises, but pay them no mind. For once I am quoting Shakespeare and not the Bible. Get some sleep and maybe do fewer night shifts. Eleanor.
There
was another
what?
email, wasn't there? There was 2
Oh,
emails.
that was the one with Dr. Gray, which we already read. The like, please
Did
don't.
it say a matter? Was it a matter of family?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't
That was
read
the-
the title.
Oh no, foolish pranks.
Yeah, I thought it was a different one. Akiza, with the greatest respect, could you please stop the ridiculous pranks with your group? The ridiculous pranks your group insists on carrying out in the fertilization chambers? I will admit that they're hardly dangerous, but they're undignified. I certainly wouldn't like to be present when a cane inspector stumbles upon young Theodore racing in front of the queen, hands above his head while shouting, "I'm covered in bees!" It's unprofessional. Please instruct them to cease their foolishness at once. Kind regards.
Great. Love that actually.
Yeah.
Okay,
Prank.
well we have bug juice. Can we use bug juice on John?
Just crazy.
No.
Although,
Okay, what's around here? Oxygen collection tank,
We may need the bug juice for the bugs.
thick vine. A growth agent has spurred this section of the vine to flourish. It's now half as thick around as the hatch you entered through. Hatch? What hatch? You mean the entryway? Fast spinning fan. This fan's constant spin sends a heady blend of botanical scents through the room. The sprouts in this planter have surged forth, straining to reach the hydroponic lights above. The fan spins sluggishly as the vines through the gap in the blades have begun to wrap around it. Charles Young, Jim Taylor, Chris Rogers. Insect swarm. The insects swarm in great clusters, their bodies luminous like fireflies. Let's interact with this.
Oxygen levels increasing.
Ooh.
I don't know what that did.
I don't either. Maybe we save the game. Given the first opportunity.
Sure. Let's get you my bugs. That looks terrible.
Wow.
We're covered in bugs.
I'm covered in bees.
Well, that was fun.
Pour Milky on them.
Poor Milky. Poor Milky, she says.
Pour Milky on them.
I can't see it working like that.
Shoot Buggy.
Maybe. No.
Huh. There's nothing for us to do up here except read, I guess. Vaporizer pad. This is an evaluation platform. Let's evaluate the milk. Computer terminal. Report. The vapor... Do you want to read this? Or do you want me to read this?
I can read it.
Okay.
The Vaporizer, the perfected MKV model of
Mark
the Kane
V.
Corporation. What?
Mark 5.
Mark V model of the Kane Corporation Transstate Modifier. Using advanced and unique molecularization technology, the Vaporizer has the ability to shift a targeted substance between gas, liquid, and solid states without any of the structural breakdowns seen in objects shifted between states on a regular basis. The Mach 5 is the latest model, but it hasn't yet been rolled into mass production because of the current difficulty fueling the Vaporizer with resources on board the Croom Lake. Recent experiments undertaken were more than satisfactory, and it passed the Kane's safety and security test with no adverse effects causing harm to the user observed. It has been graded level 4 because of the specific nature of its technology and the limited quantity of the existing vaporizers. During an experiment recently carried out on the royal jelly produced by hydroponics, Dr. Gray and the other observers commented on the remarkable speed at which the jelly was transformed into gas, thus placating their insect population.
There we
Oh.
go. Back. Activate vaporizer.
Chamber compromised. Chamber is not intact.
Okay. Just do it.
I don't know what I was thinking there.
Metal plaque. Polished metal plaque engraved with the slogan "Gardening, just another day at the plant." But Can we put the metal plaque over the hole?
No. Crazy.
Damn.
We might be able to pour the milk into the oxygen
I
thing
think that'll work.
No, I tried
now.
that.
Well, maybe now though. Like, I don't know if it would just.
No, I think we have to like seal this up somehow.
Oh, gotcha.
And then, well, maybe because there was mention of it being used as an adhesive, I guess. So maybe we get some milk. Let's milk the bug. Ugh. I hate this so much. Get the milk. Get the milk, John. There we go. Then we use the milk on the tree.
No.
Use the milk on the tree. Use the plaque on the tree.
He's doing it.
Maybe.
Oh, is he?
Oh, yeah, he was. You click too quick.
I think that'll just break it.
Oh
No.
He had gotten it out. He'd gotten something out. Did something happen?
No, it's just when we open our inventory.
Oh.
It's this little inventory thingy.
I think
Maybe we
that
just
will
pour the milk
break it.
directly on the glass.
I don't think that'll work.
Maybe. Milk. Cracked glass. No. Yeah, I feel like we need to collect the amber somehow. Or can we gun the tree?
This is crazy.
Can we gun
I don't
tree?
think that'll work.
Can we personal data tag
I can't see
the
it
tree?
working like that.
I think we need to remember that we really need to like pixel hunt because there's like. Remember when we missed that like box of stuff?
Yeah.
There could be literally anything that we haven't seen in any of these rooms, right?
Semi-organic suction cups were custom designed to harvest this creature's excretions. Hate that word. These tanks exist to collect what is being milked from the brute. Milk cables. Tree has been pierced in various spots by these two tubes as you watch the milk travel sluggishly through them and into the tree. Can I gun milk cable?
That'll work.
No. Overgrowth. The overgrown vines are no less dense in this room. No. I hate this. Restraint harness. Series of struts holds the grotesque creature in place. Cool. Maybe there's something in here? Other than the plaque?
I think that would break. That's just crazy.
Vaporizer chamber compromised. Chamber is not airtight.
Fucking hell. Is there something in here that we can access? We can't interact with the oxygen collection tank anymore.
Can you put something into the oxygen collection tank? Can you like try using?
Maybe. No. These don't go well together.
That's what you think, John.
That's just crazy. Although... no. Crazy. I can't see it working like that.
If we move up anymore, we immediately die. Tree. This tree is a perfect example of a species that has been gene-tailored for generations to grow perfectly in hydroponic environments on vessels, lunar stations, and asteroid mining settlements. I'm gonna save real quick and then maybe do something stupid. Oh, can't interact with the tree. Okay.
Is there no interacting with like the vines outside?
Can I gun the insect? No.
Probably not.
Can I queen's
I don't
milk?
know
Milk the
what I was
milk.
No. I don't think there's any interacting with
Anything back in the elevator?
the vines have grown abundantly.
I don't know what I was thinking there.
No.
There has to be something with the fans, right?
You'd think. Can I throw the milk at the
I think
fan?
that'll just break it.
Can I throw the milk at this fan?
This isn't gonna work.
Well, now we're dead. We get to watch him die. Woo! Hell yeah. We love to see it. God.
This isn't gonna work.
I had to look. I had to look it up.
What is it? Is it really
You're gonna be so
obvious?
mad. It's something we never would have figured out in a million years.
Is it
Go
another
back to the
pixel hunt?
queen's room.
You can tell it's bad when Summer's looking stuff up and not me.
I'm mad. Yeah. Go and stand near the queen insect and wait for the red smiley face to appear and then quickly click on her to tear off her pincer.
What?
You have to go stand near her, and then quickly click on her when the smiley face is on.
What the fuck, actually? Why did you do this, John?
Too close.
You need the pincer for the amber.
What?
Like, why?
Why? And where were we?
They're like, the smiley face is there for 2 seconds.
Pierced amber. Hooray. And now I put the tree sap on the metal plaque. And then we put the metal plaque on the glass.
Hell yeah.
Like...
I ain't here to fuck with this for the next 3 hours while we try and figure out what the fuck to do. Like...
Same. There we go.
Woo!
Put that, what is it, the slap tape? The, what's it called? Flex tape? Is it flex tape?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Activate vaporizer.
The riser activated.
Whoosh. Give me the milk. Give me that gas milk. We got vaporized queen pheromone. Hooray.
Okay.
Saving. Ah, accidentally clicking out of the game.
All right. We can get it from here for sure.
And now we put the pheromone.
I can try to make it fit, but it may break.
We use the pheromone on the bugs. I don't know if that worked. Well, let's find out. Nope. The fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You can
It's
just reload
fine.
it. You just saved it moments ago.
Yeah, I did. But it doesn't let you click out of the death cutscene. It's just like, you're here now. Okay. Throw it, John.
I hate bugs.
Oh.
Yeah, same, bud. Hell yeah, kill them all.
Okay, well, I guess that handles that.
Bugs handled. Problem solved. Crisis averted.
Oh.
Okay.
It went kersplit. Hated that. Open this.
Oxygen levels increasing to dangerous levels.
Shouldn't you just say oxygen increasing to dangerous levels?
Oxygen levels pose a fire hazard.
Sick.
Has been notified.
The hanging vine stretches across the room, its tendrils hanging down like a centipede's legs. You can't tell whether it's wrapped around an existing structure or whether it's traveled the distance on its own accord.
Beautiful.
The oxygen garden's my favorite part of any ship. Green, full, natural.
I heard whispering.
I saw ghosts. You know, it's
Hanging vine. You almost expect to see some kind of simian beast shimmying along the vine.
I thought I did see a beast.
Well, there
I
was...
saw a ghost.
John was down here. So, oh, wait, no, that wasn't John.
No, it wasn't. John was up there. Who's that?
This is Drakan.
Okay.
This is Markosh. Bridge and observatory platform. Water collection pool. Every so often, the overflow from this collection pool spills onto the human form below, anointing its face with water. Oh, body engulfed in vines. The vines surrounding this body surround this body so completely that you're surprised when you notice it still draws breath. Unconscious, this soul must have been resting here for a while, unless the vines grew incredibly quickly.
And you can interact with it.
Yeah, hate that. Sure, this will be fine.
Oh, flare.
Oh, it's Akiza.
What's her head? Yeah.
Emergency flare. Cool. Verdant plant covers nearly every surface in this room. Can we get up here somehow? Slowly spinning fan.
I can try to make it fit, but it may break.
I don't know. Oh,
I mean, you need to cause a fire. That's what they were saying. It's like fire hazard,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Probably not a
You're
good idea.
gonna blow up. For sure, for sure.
Probably not a good idea.
How do I... throw it in the...
Maybe. No.
I think... Can you try it
No, that won't work.
back in the room where we found it? I would save too, maybe.
Oh yeah, smart.
I feel like we just need to be close to an exit when this catches on fire, right? Is there any other exit out of this room?
Well, I want to see... Can we get up here somehow? Can we, climb the collapsed bridge? The floor here grew steadily, wrapping its limbs around the catwalk. Slowly but inexorably, the flora pulled at the metallic structure until it collapsed. Moisture dripping down the walls. The condensation not collected by the pool covers the surface of this room, dripping down the walls and leaving the air heavy with humidity. The thing is, like, what do I use the flare with?
Probably not a good idea.
I mean, just with itself, right?
I don't. Can you?
No, that's ridiculous.
Can you use
This
it?
isn't going to work. I don't think this
I don't
will
know.
fit.
Just tell me if you want me to look it up.
Um.
I mean, just try it with everything. Like, try it on vines, basically.
Maybe? No. No, that won't work. No, that's ridiculous. Maybe if it... No, that won't work.
I think you'll have to catch it on fire to something, like with plants.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was
I
thinking.
don't know.
Ugh.
I don't think it's just gonna throw and catch. There's vines in that room, right?
What?
There's vines in that main room with the elevator, right?
Yeah, but like, it's not.
I don't know what I was thinking there.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, I mean, flares work on their own. You don't need to use anything with them, right?
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
crack it, you start it, and it goes. Whoosh.
I'm frustrated. This game is annoying me.
Same.
Just like do it. Do the thing you wanna do.
Okay, what do we do?
No, that won't work.
Go look.
These don't go well together.
You don't go well together,
Continue.
John.
Head to the bottom right and examine the body engulfed in vines to get an emergency flare. Continue further to the bottom right and examine the body of Eleanor Way. Then use your flare on her body.
What? Eleanor Way.
It says continue to the further.
Oh, is this a
Right.
bridge that we can go under? It is. I understand now. These screens are not super clear.
Oh, God.
Oh, she's encrusted with fungus and vines, a human nerve center for their twisting growths around her. Appallingly, she is still alive. Well,
You can chat with her too.
let's do that. Let's
Grabby hands.
wiggle our fingers at Eleanor. Okay.
Absolutely, would love to.
You don't have to ask me twice.
Buddy, we got it. This is not a good situation for her.
This does not feel super recoverable, honestly.
No.
Let's check out her PDA first.
Okay, well, you're gonna wait.
Yeah,
okay,
while you're
let's do it.
here,
Sure.
let me just read your journal.
EF Way, finally found her. Okay. The Lord is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and great in loving kindness. The Lord is good to all. I simply wish his kindness had extended to Chelsea. The galley chef told me that a few of the other crew members are uncomfortable with having an ARG patient on staff. I asked her if work was in any way below standard, at which point he grew uncomfortable and admitted exactly as I thought. No, she was a superb worker, but his team weren't comfortable with her anyway. Being a geneticist and a Christian may appear contradictory to most, but that is the burden. That is their burden, not mine. I believe in grace and mercy. It wasn't Chelsea's fault she was born an ARG baby. James, my ex-husband, blamed me. James wanted her terminated, and when I refused, he packed up and left. That suits me. I'd rather be without an unloving husband and father than without my beautiful child. And she is beautiful, a gift from God. And for a ship full of the most supposedly forward-thinking people in the galaxy, their aversion to her condition repulses me. Tolerance and patience are virtues greatly praised by the Lord, but aboard the Groom Lake, I find my stores of both these virtues sorely tested. I discovered that through one of my subordinates that a new shipment arrived on board a few days ago, destined for Project Seed. My disapproval for the dangers of Seed are no secret. Considering the size of the shipment and clear attempt to cut me out of the loop regarding the delivery, I suspect some of my colleagues are trying to mask the precise nature of what it is that has arrived. If it is as I suspect, there will be no, and I mean no lengths I will not go to in order to depose Dr. Milan. Kane Corporation is a company for the promotion of the sciences, not for the sinister schemes and unprincipled ambitions of
Are
individuals.
you sure?
She has no idea what's going on. I have moral issues with Kane and their weapons research. It tests my faith, but Kane's medical breakthroughs have changed the world, and my world too. It's because of Kane created research that Chelsea is even alive. This is why I do what I do. I work in genetics and find cures for my dearest Chelsea, and others like her, not for money. It is my job to put things right for her. Maybe one of, okay.
What?
I had lunch with Dr. Gray this afternoon. He is an odious little man and utterly misanthropic. But if you need somebody to talk about Project Seed, then there are a few people who give up information more easily. His ego easily outweighs his sense of confidentiality. Project leaders and project members are not even allowed to discuss details of individual projects, but he can't resist himself. Nevertheless, he revealed disturbing details. I'm aware of our sample origins. We need human genetic material in order to develop cures for human beings. It's a hard truth, but there's paperwork, permission forms, and contracts that create this supply. That shipment has none of those things.
Yeah.
They're children. Oh God, in all your great mercy, how could you let Milan, that unholy monster, do this? It's taken months, but finally, I found a young cargo worker named Danica Boxer. She was referred to me by Dr. Tenshu, such a sweet girl. It seems the cargo was a combination of adults and children, all of whom were acquired through illegal channels for use in genetic research. I did not agree to this. I'll leave this place and take Chelsea with me before I spend 1 minute more working for a company that endorses the use of children in research. There are not enough words to describe the soulless creature that did this. Creatures. Revenge? I don't believe in revenge. Beloved, never avenge yourself, but leave it to the wrath of God. For it is written, "Vengeance is mine; I will repay," says the Lord. Where is she? The creatures are attacking in full force. The screams are over the radio. They're dying. They're all dying. I hear them scuttle through the vents. See the blood they spill and spray over the walls. Chelsea, Chelsea, oh God. Please bring her to me. I'm trapped in hydroponics. Please let my little girl find me. I have body chills. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
Next.
Voice note.
Voice note. Okay. I can see Chelsea inches from me, lifeless. I contemplated taking my own life as she died just before my eyes. When those creatures attacked, the crew sealed off parts of the ship, and I was trapped in hydroponics. That fungus got to me, and now it's inside, profaning my body. Its nerves wrapped around my cerebral cortex. I can feel it move. I try to move my arms, but it won't let me. It's making me watch the fungus consume my baby girl. I must watch and pray for the end to come, so then it does not depend on the man who wills or the man who runs, but on God who has mercy.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, oh, she was one that was a matter of spirit. Okay. Dr. Wei, your comments are most flattering. I suspect, however, that a promotion isn't forthcoming because of the lack of attention paid to our section. Ignorance is frustrating. Our lack of understanding of what takes place at the top of the food chain is great irritation to me. You do seem to be pushing relentlessly for information about this cargo, though, and I'm somewhat uncomfortable discussing it any further. Fear I may already have said too much. For the sake of your career, my dear, I'd suggest discontinuing your pursuit. You're a fine geneticist and are clearly one of the most talented people on this ship. Don't let it go to waste, Sebastian.
Fuck you, Sebastian.
Fuck you, Sebastian, actually. Dr. Wei, I know that you're a spiritual woman and at times receive a great deal of criticism for this, but I feel I can speak to nobody else. I'm well known for my positivity and cheerfulness, and I believe I've earned my nickname, Dr. Gray's Smile. I'm haunted by what I'm hearing on this ship and wonder if perhaps it's merely induced by my own fears. Oh, to hell with it. I'll ask you straight out, do you believe in ghosts? You may think that I'm being ridiculous or delusional, but I can hear things, children crying, deep in the bowels of the ship. I work many late nights and I'm convinced that I can hear crying through the vents. Where are these sounds coming from? I did hear rumors that before the Grimlake was refitted, a group of children were brought on board and their quarters were on the deck. There was a malfunction with the heating units and, well, they all died. I don't want to seem like I'm wasting your time, but I enjoyed our talk yesterday and your open-mindedness about matters of the soul. Kind regards, Akiza. Damn.
Oof. Hate all of that. There's Grace and Wendell. Ingo Godao. Stagnant water collection pool. Algae has left scum over the surface of the water of this stagnant pool. Like the millions of silky steel wires in a suspension cable, the vines here have braided themselves so densely that the corridor is completely blocked. This growth twists upward like a horned blemish bursting forth from skin. Its surface is firm but porous, different from the vines and trees.
Light her up.
Enjoy.
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you end this. But you need to help me first. I don't need you to leave. I need you to crack this flare. The oxygen will ignite. Then you will die.
You got it, Eleanor.
But
Whatever
dude,
you
wait
need.
till I'm gone, okay? Like, wait till I'm
Yeah.
in the elevator. Ha
Yeah.
ha ha.
Crack it in like a second. Not right now. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Whoosh. High fidelity, explosions and fire.
Extreme external temperatures detected. Plug suit has regulated body temperature to benchmark level.
The fire systems just went haywire over here, John.
What? No way. Here too.
I cleared the vines.
With a flamethrower.
Yeah, sort of.
Something like that.
Fire in Oxygen Gardens 1, 3, 5, 6, 9.
Nice.
Fire in Oxygen Gardens 2, 7, 8.
Okay, so all of them.
All of them.
Fire suppression system activated. Warning. Fire suppression system compromised. Warning.
Shit. Oxygen production has been compromised. Are the biomes still intact?
Well,
Oh, God, please don't say burn them out.
Maybe?
probably.
Just the one on this level.
It's cause a chain reaction, John.
Oops.
They're all going up. We have a time
Good
limit.
design.
Hours at most.
Hours at most. We're almost done.
Right now.
This legit sounds like my fire alarm, which is really disorienting.
I know, I literally just took out one of my headphones because I was like, okay, go to the...
Epic music.
It's locked. Yeah, get out of here.
Whoa. To the
Elevator. We're going to get our daughter, god damn it.
Intense music.
Oh my god, I can see the bottom of the fucking walkthrough.
What have you done?
Listen to me.
Fire cleanses. Mr. Maracek.
That's the idea.
Make sure you burn for what you and your friends have
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
my own.
You're weird, dude.
I have nothing to do with this.
You won't get much further.
Okay, drama queen, calm down.
Yeah. Chill out, Milan.
You're trash anyway.
Shit here. Where is Rebecca?
She's in the containment area at the other end of Seed.
Okay. The floodlight illuminates the work area efficiently, giving off much needed heat. The high voltage wireless power pad provides portable energy source for engineers and mechanics. Toolbox! The smooth surface of the metal toolbox is punctuated by shiny metal pop rivets.
Looks like this place is being expanded.
Gimme.
Seed was always expanding. That place scares me.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Closed power cell housing. The lithium-ion fuel cell provides high-density energy storage and remote wireless charging. Lithium-ion in the future? Really? The fuck was that? The fuck is this? Can I use my high temperature slug gun?
That's just crazy. Although...
Okay, no. This isn't out, I guess?
Warning. Halothane hepatotoxicity is at an elevated level.
Oh. Okay.
What?
Sure. Sure, alright.
Shit, where is Rebecca?
She's in the containment area at the other end of the sea.
This place is being expanded.
Okay, calm down, music.
Seriously, calm.
That scares me.
Thanks.
Scaffolding. A large metal scaffold spans the room's width. Most of the room has been covered in heavy-duty plastic sheeting. Okay, now let's save. So we don't have to deal with that again.
I don't know what I was thinking there.
Put gun.
These don't go well together.
We have extra milk.
I think that would break.
This seems to require a key of some kind. Okay, well, let's go through here and then get shot, I guess. Unless, can we move while that's going?
Halothane hepatotoxicity is at an elevated level.
Birthing laboratory. Fun. Oh, hate this. Hate this so much. So much hate
What do you see?
this.
What kind of a monster would do this? These women, these poor women. This is torture. This is...
Science.
Oh, fuck you, Taya. Sincerely. The horror of this enlarged fetus sac is matched only by the horror within its fleshy walls. I'm not gonna read all of those. Seated in the chair is a woman in her mid-30s, head shaved, limbs atrophied. Tumescent in pregnancy. She's connected to a machine that feeds and sedates her. She's trying to communicate, but her words are little more than slurred vowels, her throat dry, and she's clearly extremely weak. We have milk, I guess. You want that?
I don't think this will fit.
No. The thing inside the incubator is anathema to nature. The poor creature should not exist in what life. It shows us reluctant and painful. I
Hate it.
hate this. Can I just unplug everything?
Yeah.
Is that a thing I can do?
I don't think that'll work.
Okay, let's talk.
Women must have families and lives.
You can't do anything for them now. Soon this ship will run out of oxygen.
Bandages.
They won't be in pain for much longer.
A second in this place is more torture than anyone should bear. Just breathe in and out. Soon you'll wake up from this.
Damn, they were just going on a family vacation.
Literally.
Literally. Alright, let's fucking go. Let's get it out. Let's get it fucking over with. Okay. Update by Dr. G. Milan Kane Corporation, all rights reserved. For the eyes of the Kane Board of Directors only. Seed is an attempt to create the ultimate super soldier by, in simple terms, activating junk strands of human DNA. Over the years, the human genome has shed or made dormant certain strands of its own DNA sequence for various evolutionary reasons. Professor Salam Garund observed that certain dormant parts of the genes were not so much junk as they were potential, that is, genetic information contained and completely sublimated by a dominant gene. Professor, it's probably Gerund, whatever,
Mhm.
Gerund, engineered an early life form based on this original theory by introducing these identified genetic strands in the early stages of embryo formation. The initial concept was intriguing, but his ultimate result was a group of uncontrolled animalistic creatures. Version 6 of this proposal is to update these same dormant genes into the human makeup by use of genetic splicing, therefore introducing desirable physical and mental characteristics over a generation to produce fast learning, hard to kill, and utterly ruthless soldiers.
Eugenics. This is eugenics.
Yeah.
It's
Observation report 0001. Her vital signs are steady. Certain hormonal levels are extremely high, but I'm countering this with the judicious administration of depressants in each case. Survival chances very high. She is young, healthy, and there are no signs of any infections or complications capable of disrupting the birth. Recommendations: keep under observation, prepare for phase 1 treatment. Observation point 0002. The subject, despite her promising early progress, appears to be failing. Supposition is that she cannot withstand the foreign genetic structures that is being fused into her body. Typical signs of rejection are being displayed. Recommendations: observe for an additional 24 hours. If there are no signs of improvement, then termination and disposal of patient is recommended.
fucking hell.
0003. The subject is progressing well. As well as being aesthetically attractive, she has all the other genetic traits required. Initial concerns about her suitability, voiced by Dr. Milan, chiefly due to the number of her sexual partners, have been proven unfounded. She will be a perfect carrier. The hybrid DNA is fusing to my satisfaction. Apart from a small amount of pain, her body appears to be coping with the adjustments. I have prescribed her a steady dose of anesthetic to keep her subdued and comfortable. We love a hot patient. Since delivery, hybrid subject 302 has been kept inside an incubator. Due to its respiratory distress, assisted breathing is required. Cardiac arrest has occurred, and the use of automated external defibrillators has been required to revive the child. I deduce that the conditions and sickness are due to the late molecular bonding between hybrid and host DNA in the mother. A weak nervous system is also highly likely in this case, but the subject's regenerative abilities can be stimulated with steroids. Conclusion: the child is weak but will survive. The mother is suitable for continued breeding.
I hate this. This makes me physically ill.
I hate it.
Let's leave this room and hope that we got everything we need out of it.
We're gonna have to come back to that power control thing for sure.
Mutagen laboratory, let's go. What the shit?
What the ever living fuck?
Human host. This human appears to be a host for the genetic hybrid growing out of it. Beth was hideous agglomeration of flesh and bone. Limbs jut haphazardly from its mass. It sports a human head and that gurgles out of sync with the pushing of its other parts. Read PDA.
Love this little blurb. Man, that bitch from shipping won't get off my back. You fuck a girl real good and she just comes crawling back. If she doesn't get out of my hair, I'll have her moved off ship. Dr. Milan is a prick, but he looks after me like that. I gotta say, being on Project Seed is awesome, man. Okay, so we gotta do some pretty noxious shit. But in exchange, I got a lot of protection and an honorary title. Dr. DeSantos. I like it. Dr. Milan knows about my contacts and private cargo that arrives on board, and I know he hates it, but there ain't nobody else prepared to work under Dr. Bachman. That guy is one twisted fuck, and also one of my best customers. I get imports, sure, but my own private lab is what manufactures Bachman's pathway shit. Funny, I never realized how dependent these smartasses of science are on drugs. Personally, never touch this stuff. You gotta have your wits about you, man, especially around here. Hate it. Wow, Dr. Williams, Charlotte. I never would have figured that uptight woman was a slut, but holy hell. She just gave me the ride of my fucking life. Who'd have thought it? Slinky lace under that lab coat of hers, and for a woman in her mid-40s, a body that makes you want to get on your knees and howl at the moon. Against the table, pressed up against the viewpoint windows, on top, underneath, like a freaking rattlesnake. Of course she's Looney Tunes. Probably thinks I'm her dead husband or something. Like I care. as long as she keeps coming to me to fulfill her needs.
I really hope this person is very dead.
He's dead. They're all dead, thank God. Crazy, but smart. And she has no idea how much I know about her little project. I saw the details. People just think I'm a smack-talking smartass, but I've been training on the Groom Lake since I was 16. Oh, no wonder he's fucked up. Studied chemistry and genetics. Aced all of it, too. She thinks I'm too stupid to understand. No wonder. He's lived here since he was 16. Okay.
Yeah.
Thinking I could have gotten myself in too deep here. The drug thing was fine, but this whole industrial espionage thing is kind of freaky. I don't think Dr. Milan knows. I know Lincoln watches me with an eagle eye, but he can't know for sure. If he did, he'd eject my ass from the ship with the rest of the failed hybrids, but goddamn, the money is good. I earned my year's salary by sending some info to Black Star Industries. My contact gave me more money than I could conceive for leaking one report. One. I met the guy while I was on leave. He was a smug dickhead who somehow knew what I did, and then flashed the cash. I've got no loyalties to the company, and I know how Dr. Milan treats loyal staff. That guy can turn on a dime when it suits him. I've heard of weird shit going on down in the decks below, and Seed has me feeling it'll be time to get the hell out of Dodge pronto. 1 or 2 more reports might just give me what I need. Okay. Nobody knows about my little acts of espionage, but who'd care? The ship is falling apart. Some of those fucked up things that Bachman and Milan made are on the prowl. I stashed away my cash as soon as I heard the things were going wrong, but money ain't gonna make a bit's worth of difference if we all get killed. Milan's taking this way too calmly. Actually, I'd say he's enjoying all this. He came into the lab this morning. He still makes us all report to the lab, and was grinning the whole damn time, his eyes all red, like he was coming down from a high. That guy does not need drugs for a high. His general fucked upness is what he rides. And here was me thinking Bachman was the crazy one.
All of them. All of them are.
All of them.
All of them are
Fuck
fucked.
'em. They're all fucked. It's just us. Oh God. Not even Bachman's around now. Charlotte was dragged away to the labs a few days ago. We're sealed off from the other decks. I reckon it's only a matter of time before Milan decides to do something about me too. I've been living on the ship for years. I know about hidden passages that even Milan doesn't know about. I'll get over to the communications array and let off a signal. Hopefully they'll get to us before Dr. Milan finds out. Though he might still be alive. Who fucking knows?
I mean, we know Milan's alive and he's a piece of shit. How goes the spooky? Everything is horrible. Truly the worst things humanity is capable of imagining. Bunch of experiments and some terminals to interact with, I guess. So let's interact with the terminals.
How can we allow this?
This is the purpose of the Groom Lake. It's not on Earth. People can't see it, so they don't care.
Your people!
If they knew.
So what?
Hybrid Reject 604 report by Dr. C. Williams. During the autopsy of Hybrid 604, there were signs of renal failure. It appears the kidneys were unable to process the amino acids required for the breakdown of nutrients. The damage to the liver, stomach, and intestines showed the same degenerative patterns. Reason: it is possible that the report of the mother giving birth 3 months prior was an error. Comment: further reports regarding the failure of mutagenic compounds will be finalized later. Hybrid Reject C. Subject died during birth. It can only be surmised that death was due to a failing in the host, as all reports and tests leading up to the birth showed no signs of fetal defect. Upon further investigation of the woman's medical history, it was noted that she experienced complications when giving birth to a child previously. This host would not have been used had this been highlighted. In light of her medical history, I now assume this was the cause of the fetal distress and death of the subject. Note: host is being kept alive and has undergone 1 transfusion. Recommendations: revoke host life support and life support order and dispose the body with Hybrid Reject C. Highly unusual form of rejection such as has not been observed before manifested in this hybrid. It's entirely possible that the mutagenic compounds used to synthesize the hybrid DNA was faulty in this particular instance. Usually with any rejection, there is a sign of initial bonding and then a breakdown. But in this case, there is absolutely no bonding attempted whatsoever. Given the thoroughness with which we create the DNA, I suspect that the centrifuge machine for this particular batch was faulty. Repair and maintenance check of the machine is ordered immediately. Recommendations: destroy what remains and also destroy the fetus. fucked up. It's all fucked up. It's so fucked up.
It's all
All of it's so
it's so fucked up. It's
This
so
game is
fucked.
fucked up. Why is this game so fucked up?
Yeah. It's
Why?
a really good
Why is
question.
this game so fucked up?
Why? For what reason? Like, they could have picked one
If they were more
thing.
open, this wouldn't happen.
Open to who? The people? Governments?
Other corporations,
And what cost?
Why is this game so fucked up?
suppose.
A bit of your humanity? No, all of your humanity. This is inhuman. Everything about this is fucked. Obviously.
Sure.
Obviously it is. The genetic testing like this is morally bankrupt. It's a horrible idea, and there are reasons why we don't do it. There are reasons why medical science involves ethics committees these days. Like, there are reasons for that. The way in which the people being used for these experiments are treated as disposable is fucking disgusting, and I am legitimately angered by it, even if it's fiction. Let's hear about Backman.
Hate this guy. They said I'd never make it to 60. Ha! 85, you fuckers! Old and still cooking with gas. 3 bastard kids and outlived them all. I hate him so much. Holy shit. Okay, so I was young when I had them. Those girls never even knew I was the father, of course. I had to switch the DNA samples so they didn't know that little shits were mine. The little shits were mine. I'm too old now for all of that, but you never completely lose your eye for ladies. I hate him so much. I burn it with fire. Okay, next. I might have false teeth, Dr. Milan, but I'm no moron. For the good of humanity, I'm a sociopath and alleged rapist of women. I hate him so much, but your little speech to the crew was less sincere than anything I could say with a straight face. At least you know how to turn a blind eye whenever I get rid of troublesome subjects, right, Milan? The new gas for the chambers is working splendidly. An improved kill rate of 60% on the old formula. I watch those poor fuckers writhe and die. We have a viewing window now just so we can make sure it's done. If I were a moral man, I'd call it a perverse. It's lucky for Project C that I couldn't give a shit. I thrive when I don't have to answer to everyone with a conscience. Do they need to do this? No.
No.
Do they need to make this game? Probably not.
No.
This will not do. Not at all. I need more subjects. The rejection ratio of the DNA splicing is stratospheric. So not only do I need more bodies, but I need better ones. They bring me imports and strays, but the best results are achieved with crew members. One cannot prey too often on those, of course, no matter the need. My chosen ones were always those who wouldn't be missed. The furnaces are inadequate for my disposal requirements. I'm told that they're so hot they could destroy dark matter. They seem slow to respond when burning flesh, though, and the smell is hardly pleasant either. It reminds me of that injured dog I found as a little boy growing up in Missouri. It looked at me with pleading look, the kind of a sick patient gives a doctor they trust absolutely. Naturally, I stomped on the mongrel's head. It was a mercy. There are too many in society who have a similarly damaged disposition. It's a kindness to snuff out their worthless lives.
They're really going for it.
They said, hate this man. I must get more pathway. The little prick DeSantos is usually more than forthcoming with its ingredients, but he says his own suppliers are having problems. I know you, DeSantos. I know you're not a real doctor. I know the kind. I have 5 PhDs. I can tell when men have been hired for their instincts rather than their knowledge. Meanwhile, the cutting and splicing continues. Oh, and Charlotte, we know all about your little experiment, you stupid bitch. First, she kills her partner by accidentally exposing him to a lethal virus. Then she goes gaga for him. That's the sort of beautiful incompetence that slays me. I spent the years perfecting the art of the kill, making murder appear a mishap, and she went and did it all completely by accident. What picked nonsense. I held down a subject today and used my surgical hammer to carve in his windpipe. Then I gouged out his eyes and tried to rip his jaw from its socket. My goodness, what an outburst. I'm becoming careless. I need more pathway. Dr. Milan is starting to worry that my tendencies cannot be controlled. He need not worry. I'm still focused on seed. Seed is still just that, a seed. But this chrysalis will soon break open and blossom. The successfully bred Homo novi now wait their containment cells, while their unsuccessful brethren, reduced to viral mulch that's already breached the containment seals of the ship, grow. Its genetic makeup might be little more than trash, but it's astoundingly tenacious. I have to respect that which kills with such efficiency.
The fungus is the poorly disposed of cool. I'm not even gonna finish that sentence. I think it's clear enough.
This Canna, you didn't comment at a super fucked up part. It's the whole thing has been
The whole thing.
fucked up.
The whole thing. I mean, it's taken a particularly fucked up
Dark turn, yeah.
Like
now that we're in the fucking chambers.
It started at 10, or maybe it started at 8, and then it was like at a 10 around like our second session, and then in this one and the one before, it sort of was like, let's just keep going. Let's see how far. Let's see how bad it can get.
I woke up in the emergency room today. Somebody found me on the stairs. I can't remember much. What I do know is that both my fucking legs are up in casts. I better get comfortable because Dr. Graham says I'll be in here for at least a month. We die as the Novi cut us down, but I'm not ready to be replaced by a new species. Our creations are impressive, but I don't share Milan's fascination or fanaticism for what is happening here. I must try to make sure one of the lifeboats is available for me. Shame there was not another for that delectable young thing. What was her name? Callister? I would have liked to have her around when the ship was going to hell. She's dead, however. How unfortunate. I may be old, but I'll tear anyone who tries to stop me from leaving apart at the limbs. I have survived police investigations, court cases, vengeful spouses, and idealistic lab hands. I will gut any shitbag trying to prevent my escape. And that includes you, Milan. I will jab out your eyeballs and eat them before I submit to you. Damn, I wish you had.
I have many thoughts and ideas, but I will save them for when we finish the game.
Can you interact with the floorboard again? The floor power cell?
Yeah, the power cell.
We're gonna have to do something with those fucking things.
Yeah, I don't know what though.
They have like locks.
Yeah, but we just look at them.
I don't know if we're gonna finish this today. Unless we fucking speed run it with the...
Yeah.
With the...
I mean, frankly, what do we do next? I'm ready to be done.
Let's go. Okay, examine the pregnant woman, find a bandage. Okay,
Done.
Then take the portable defibrillator on the right.
Okay, we gotta go back.
Return right, and then quickly continue right, avoiding the robot again.
Hold on, defibrillator on the right. Here we go.
I'm here.
And then we go to the right.
Return right, and then quickly continue to the right, avoiding the robot again. Read both PDAs, then go to the bottom part of this room and pick up the liquid nitrogen canister. Let's go. We're gonna speed run the fuck out of this shit.
Yeah.
Like no one has ever speed run it before.
Liquid nitrogen canister. Let's go.
Get it. Let's go. Go back to the hallway. Use your bandage in the sink on the other side.
Okay.
Use the bandage in the sink, and then use the sink and the room will flood. Use your portable defibrillator on the spilled water when the robot is nearby to deactivate it.
I'm just gonna save real quick.
Yeah.
In case the robot shoots us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to
Bandage,
the sink.
Sink.
Yep. Then use the sink and it'll flood. And then when the robot is nearby, use the defibrillator on the water to deactivate the robot.
Fuck. Okay, water is there.
Yeah,
Click
so
that
when
on
it's
game
in
on
the
accident.
water, you're going to have to use the defibrillator on it.
Portable defibrillator, spilled water. Liquid from the overflowing sink has splashed onto the floor, pooling on the polished floor. Robot.
George, you don't want to be here for this. Oh, damn. Get it. Ooh, kill him.
Get zapped, motherfucker.
Get zapped. Okay. Examine the robot to get some twisted metal.
I'm gonna save real quick.
This
Nobody
video
wants to
game
be
is
here.
So fucked.
Nobody wants to be here for this
especially
game.
us. We don't want to be here for this game. Things are not things. This is eugenics, gene splicing, fucked up breeding,
Horrible,
awful, killing
sexist,
pregnant
murderous,
women, murderous, rapist,
sexual
awful
assault stuff.
Yeah, fucking fucked up shit.
Everything. Literally everything.
Did you get some twisted metal?
We got something.
Did you get something from the robot? Yeah. Cool. Okay. Then use the elevator platform near the bottom to get to a higher level.
System is no longer functioning. Product failure is imminent.
Okay.
Shut up. Head to the
did
bottom.
that.
Yeah. Did you go to the elevator to go to a higher level?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here.
Now go to the let's see where okay, you already did that. Head over to the red airlock on the left and use your liquid nitrogen on it.
Liquid nitrogen.
Stand on the nearby power pad.
I hear sound. Something's happening.
Did you use the nitrogen on the
Yes.
on the door? Okay. Then it says use it says head on the platform near the okay, blah blah blah. Then use the high temperatured slug gun on yourself 2 times. Would we have ever figured this out? It's unlikely.
On ourself?
Yes, on yourself twice.
This isn't going to work.
Oh, use the high temperature slug gun on the airlock.
Oh. There we go.
It says to use it on yourself 2 times. Go through the new opening and get some bone mending glue from the table on the left.
Okay, let's go in here.
Wow, George, this game is fucked up. Fucked up.
Oh, this is the least fucked room we've seen in a bit. It's still pretty fucked.
And look at her go.
Hybrid has fallen from the operating table, only to crawl around in aimless peregrination. No doubt delirious. Frighteningly thin creature, courtesy of Kane Corporation. It's moving but seems to be unaware of its surroundings, or it could simply have accepted its fate. Both bodies barely show signs of life. Yada yada, yada yada. Bone melding glue. Ugh,
Okay.
Let's get this
Use your
glue.
bone. Okay, yeah. Go get some bone mending glue from the table on the left. Return right and go down on the platform. Then return to the elevator.
Cool. Let's go to the terminal. Let's explore just a little bit, I guess.
Okay, I'll read these. Great. Subject 82509, Lana. Subject's host, Tara McCormick, First Lieutenant, Marine Liaison. Subject observations, rambunctious. Subject appears to have inherited her mother's powerful physical build and latent aggression. Lana has the makings of an excellent alpha female candidate. Recommendations, move Lana to a group cell as isolation appears to promote irritability. Daryl. Subject 82517, Daryl. Subject's host, Willow Brody, nurse, medical deck. Subject observations. Quiet but intelligent, attempted to pick the lock on his cell yesterday, but failed to escape. Excellent puzzle-solving skills, and while not especially aggressive, has a strong build, a thinker, clearly. Frederick. Subject's host, Marie Maxwell, non-crew member, caterer from Phobos. A subject observation. Subject shows little of his mother's solid frame, but is a superb hunter. Stalks and learns tactics by observing the others. Appears to be developing a strong tactical mind.
No, George.
Nope.
Is the short answer. Is nope.
Host, Eileen Marichek, space tourist. One to watch, cunning, extraordinarily fast and dangerous. Appears to prefer isolation as attempted pairings result in fatalities. Takes an alpha role easily, dominates the other Novi. A definite candidate for Lana's mate. That's our wife.
That's our wife. Okay. So she is very dead.
No reaction to that one, John?
No, nothing.
Can't.
He's like,
we've seen
my
too
wife, much. My wife gave birth to a horrible
We knew she was
monster
fucking
in
dead.
a
We knew she was
fucked up
fucking dead.
Eugenics program, but
We knew she was dead.
oh well.
We've been known. We just gotta get our daughter.
He like freaks out about having to help the tree lady, but finding out that his wife was used in this whole thing, whatever.
He's like, well, he's he's beyond trauma at this point. You know what I mean? Like he's been to the
Yeah,
fetus lab,
fair.
so it's like he's donezo as far as like caring about anything. He's like, hey, I don't want to get my daughter and get the fuck out of here like right now. Yesterday.
Once you've been to the fetus lab, it's all over.
Once you've been to the fetus lab, it's all over. Okay. Use your bone mending glue on the closed power housing cell to the left. Use your twisted metal on the imprint you just created to make a key.
Wait, hold on. Where do we go?
Okay. Return to the elevator.
Okay, elevator. Close power cell. Yeah.
Go through the new opening and get the bone mending glue, and then use your bone mending glue on the closed power cell housing to the left. Yep.
And then we'll get a key that we can use on the other ones. I see.
Use your twisted metal on the imprint you just created.
Oh, and then those together make a key. Cool. All right, and then one
use
each.
your key on the closed power housing cell to open it.
Oh.
And take the power cell from inside.
Let's get some power cells.
Removal of this power cell will result in power interruptions in areas adjacent to this node.
Okay.
Goodbye. Go to the bottom left, then to the right again. Use your key to open the panel to the right. Click. Yeah, we're not doing this.
Okay.
We're not fucking
So
around.
we're doing a panel in each of the rooms.
Yeah.
Can do.
Go to the bottom left, then to the right again. Yeah, you need 3 power cells. So get this one.
Can do. Can do.
I hate it. Let's get out of here.
And/or equipment failure.
And then all of these people die. Yes, I understand. I understand video game.
Odds that our daughter is alive?
My baby.
Oh, I think I just missed that he recognized her here. That's...
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, sorry for giving you shit, John. Yep. Okay. Okay. Hate that. Hate that so much. So much hate that. Use the key on the power cell.
Like, there's literally no way that our daughter's alive. I just know it in my heart.
No.
I can't even tell reading this if she's alive or not. Like, I literally don't even know.
I think she's gonna be alive, and John and his daughter are gonna leave. They're going to take the truth of these horrors out into the universe, and that will be the, like, good ending. The, like, it was all worth it ending of this game. That's my prediction at this point in the game. Alright, and then are we going back up the elevator?
Continue to the bottom right once more. Go up through the contamination door and look through the portal. Oh, wait. Go into the experiment area and put your 3 power cells into the 3 open...
Experiment area.
Return to the hallway. Use the elevator platform to go up again.
Gotcha, and then we're going another place.
Then head left to the new area. To the bottom left.
What? Not here.
It says, then head left and to a new area to the bottom left. So in and then over to the bottom left.
Ah. Over here.
Go down into the experiment
area. What new horrors await
area.
us in this room?
It's the experiment area, so who fucking knows?
Probably something terrible.
Probably something terrible.
Hello, game?
She said we gotta really load the horrors in this room.
Jesus.
These horrors gotta load.
Oh, that's not too bad. Okay.
Hate it though. Okay.
Strapped down creature. The creature squirms in its medical restraints. Great black eyes and a sunken gray face glare with malice.
Put your 3 power cells into the 3 open cell housings.
Okay, we're gonna read some PDAs.
I hate that.
Don't go any further. I'm warning you now.
Fuck you. Actually, fuck you to hell. I hope you die in space.
I do with my children as I see
You
You
disgust
suck.
me.
You disgust me. You're disgusting. That's all you got, John? I'd be lighting this guy up on the comms. He wouldn't get a word out of me. He wouldn't be able to.
Good on this ship, Mr. Matachick. Cancer, HIV, Ebola.
We've been to those.
I've been to those. Cancer, HIV, Ebola. I've been to those.
You're a monster.
Oh yes, I know about everything, Johnny boy.
Quiet, white man.
I know about your daughter and all about your wife. You are accountable.
Jan, his signal, John.
Thanks.
Need to hurry. We're close.
The less I hear from him, the better.
The less I hear from him, the better. He
Speaking
literally,
of
if it were
which-
me, I would be yelling over him. I would be like, you don't get a word to me. You don't get to say a fucking thing to me. All right, let's fucking go.
Okay.
I'm ready. Let's do it. The new year begins. The wheel turns and the Groomlake continues to lead the vanguard of scientific discovery for all of humankind. Yet I feel dissatisfied. Even as the peons who work under me celebrate the new year, I wonder, why? Why would you celebrate such an asinine concept as an outdated Gregorian calendar on a ship that's currently swimming through the depths of space? The reason is clear. Comfort. They fear the unknown, the alien, the impossible. I do not. I embrace the unforgiving cosmos with open arms. The problem with the research we do is the humans doing it, constrained as they are by conscience, remorse, and sometimes even fear. We try to grasp the infinite, and we give it a framework that fits its cosmic splendor. This is my 10th year as Special Projects Director for Kane Corporation. Despite my discoveries and quest for knowledge, I am held back at every turn by paperwork, moralizing scientists, and that group of degenerate toadies that I sit on the board with. If I were rid of them, then my word would be God, my word, not the word of the corporation. Still, they have their uses. The research is funded by Kane, and the Groomlake is kept running by the money and the personnel they provide. But the time will come when all this changes. You mark my words. Who's he talking to? I hate him. I'm inundated with emails from all departments about inconsistencies within storage and contaminated samples. This grand masquerade is sometimes more tedious than it's actually worth. Worst of all was Dr. Way and that technician, Miss Callister, is it? I normally make short work of such troublemakers, but it hardly seems worthwhile. Troublemakers must be allowed to make trouble because if they disappear, that legitimizes their claims and somebody will always take up the fallen crusader's torch. Mr. Backman's tendencies are becoming harder to restrain. I'm well aware of his shortcomings. The old man is as brilliant as he is deranged, yet manages to go about his work with a sociopathic glee. He's useful to have around. He has requested more bodies for seed, specifically more women who are recently pregnant. That is problematic, as we have very few such women on board, and imports are not easy to come by. We may have to play this one under the radar. That fool Dr. Gray complained yet again about his beloved insects becoming more aggressive as a result of the power outages. So what? Let them spill out onto the decks as far as I'm concerned. The importance of seed outranks the hydroponics project work by 1,000 to 1. I do like playing chess with Dr. Gray, of course. I win every time, a little fact he's unlikely to tell anyone, although he does seem quite happy to contact anyone who's interested with the opinion that he'd be the next best candidate for my job. Sebastian, you could not handle what I do. If you believe otherwise, then you are a greatest fool as I imagine you to be. When the day that I foresee comes, your rotting corpse will be under my feet, and I will laugh. Jesus Christ, my dude. Dr. Williams is still under the delusion that I don't know about her personal research. Officially, it's illegal for staff to conduct their own research, but this is interesting. Recreating her dead lover in the form of a hybrid? How fascinating! If it works, I'll make use of it. If it doesn't, then I'll burn it with the rest of the rejects. The woman is obsessed, and I know that DeSantos is playing no small part in feeding her delusions. I know her secret research won't cause me any problems, or I would never have allowed her on Project Seed. So it seems contaminated waste from the corpse disposal overspill is contaminating the ship. It's causing fungal growths, or so my various drones tell me. The fungus is a riveting proposition, though. While I'm angry at Dr. Backman for terminating more subjects than strictly necessary, these unintended side effects are fascinating. I intimated as much to Dr. Gray, and of course stroked his ego with hints at promotion and glory. He'll keep the fungus alive. The engineers want it destroyed, but I'm sure we can delay that. This experiment is becoming more engaging by the day, and I haven't even had to lift a finger. So while they clog up my inbox with demands and Rome burns, I plan to play the violin. We're more than secure here anyway, and this has a certain inevitability about it. I must record the daily developments as experiments grow.
I'm so evil, and I know I'm evil, and I like being evil. I am an evil person.
I love evil things. I'm so bad. Okay, it is as I foresaw, panic, destruction, and mayhem. And yet Seed continues apace. Once the fervor and the flame dies down, we'll sweep the decks of detritus and repurpose all of it for my beautiful hybrid creations. No more growing plants for the good of mankind. God is no longer in the machine. My friends, I am God.
The platonic ideal of an evil villain character. Truly. He's I mean, the fucking Nero reference, that is Nero, right? I'm not getting
I don't know.
wrong.
Let's just fucking go.
Mad Roman. Like,
my beautiful children have excelled themselves. They kill, they learn, they adapt. What?
Christmas.
Oh, yeah, Christmas. A primal species without any of the trappings of morality. It's their time now. They almost came to be once, many years ago, but were snuffed out by humanity, afraid of its natural successors. This systematic extermination was given a name, the eugenics wars. The public knew it as a corporate warfare. In truth, it was a coordinated genocide. Humanity wasn't ready for Professor Jaren's astounding discovery and sought to destroy it. His work was not perfect, of course. That's where I came in.
So, literally, okay.
I spent most of my life as part of Kane trying to access Professor Jaren's original work. Old Man Kane pushed me to the top because we shared an ideal, the utilization of science for the perfection of humanity. Where we differed were the methods by which this was to be achieved. Not that he had much more to say after I held that pillow to his face as he lay in his hospital bed, all for higher purpose. Creation of our species from raw subjects will become impossible now that the crew are dead, dying, or unclean, but that's hardly an issue. Any subjects who were flawed or imperfect has been turned into the fertilizer that will nurture the perfection of the surviving race. Now the challenge is moving the Groom Lake out of range of any other ships. No one can be allowed to escape this ship alive. Any good, strong survivors will become members of the new race. I am their creator. I control. I transcend. Love that. What good reading. Okay. DeSantos, I am so very disappointed in you. A distress signal? I thought we were of one mind here in Seed. I'll castrate and destroy you for this betrayal. Your flawed body is hardly worthy of becoming one of my children. But for now, I must turn off this accursed signal. You cannot hide from me, Marvin, you drug-peddling little
drug-peddling little fuck.
I love that those are like the final words here from Milan.
Yeah.
I hope that Marvin so I hate him and I hope he's dead, but I also don't hope he's dead. It's very confusing.
He's not a monster. Like, not one of the things that we're gonna have to deal with, maybe.
Okay, let's get out of here.
There's so much tell, don't show.
Another PDA.
Here. There's another PDA,
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Robert Lincoln.
Okay, let's go. I've been reassigned to investigate the disappearance and murder of 2 scientists in the employ of Dr. Milan. A strange matter to be sure. I've been observing the movements of some of these eggheads, and I can't say I'm too impressed. Doesn't anybody around here record their comings or goings, or make any notes? There's no traditional organization in this department whatsoever. Project Seed answers to nobody, this I know. I thought these scientific types always made notes. Not that I care about admin, but I very much care about finding out who's selling weapon-grade secrets. Industrial secrets are a matter of life and death, especially death in this case. My investigation will be thorough, and no stone will be left unturned. Staff here are strange, and in fact, I'd say a lot of them are even crazy, but I couldn't care less about that. I just want names and answers. I got this job because I get things done, not because of my warm and caring personality. At the moment, people are taking umbrage to my investigation, but security is a constant and essential part of shipboard life, especially when we're talking about industrial espionage. I'm not sure where the 2 missing scientists are, but it seems based on the modified records I found that they were killed and ejected into space. Any other man would assume that these 2 were the criminals, but I don't buy that. As far as suspects go, I've ruled out Charlotte Williams and Marvin DeSantos. Oh, he ruled out Marvin. Charlotte because she doesn't know where the hell she is half the time, and DeSantos because he's just smirking shit for brains. I'm confident that he's involved in drug dealing, and I will give him this. He is cautious and acts like he's a real ladies' man. But I know the truth. I've seen him rejected repeatedly at the bar.
Get fucked.
Okay, but like, I'm kind of like, I don't know what's going on. Who am I rooting for in this fucking? They're all shit bags. Like that's
everyone sucks.
They're all shit bags.
like there's a thing here. There's a thing here where, like, even this like takedown of DeSantos is shitty and misogynistic.
Yeah.
Right? Like, even this, like, isn't he a terrible man? Like, it's still steeped in all of the problems that run through everything else.
Yeah.
There's just no escaping it.
Since July, I've had to operate under the pretense that I'm an assistant. It's lucky that in my career I had some emergency room experience. The only other person who knows about my true purpose here is Dr. Milan. He's been encouraging. He's constantly supplies me with information that I require for my investigation, and at times is a little over-helpful. Still, he seems honest enough. For the record, I'm well aware that he's the kind of man Dr. Milan is. I've seen his experiments with my own eyes. I've seen what happens when the bodies are disposed of, and the burning fires of the furnaces. But he does what's required to justify the means. There are few men in this world who will do what has to be done. For that, I admire him. He told me to watch over Dr. Williams' experiments. It seems they're unofficial, and although I prepared a report to Kane to have her removed from her position, Dr. Milan immediately overrode my request. I respect him, but to be honest, I don't like having my authority overruled.
Oh my god.
Men, just fighting men. Men, my authority. Okay. Backman of all people was sniffing around today. It seems the old psychopath suddenly became curious. I asked Dr. Milan for further instructions, and he told me to incapacitate the old man. This I did. A shame I had to break the old guy's kneecaps. Honestly, I was hoping to slit his throat, but Dr. Milan insisted that he remain alive and in pain, but unable to move. Well, we know what happened to him. Okay, great. I'm revising my earlier opinion that DeSantos of that DeSantos character. I still think he's a pathetic little shit, but I now believe he was partly responsible for some of the stolen information. He strikes me as an amateur put up to this by an outside agent. I'll deal with DeSantos soon, but first I've got to monitor his movements. Make one move, pal, and I'll have you.
Cop.
Okay. Dr. Milan has earmarked me for one of his experiments. I know this because when I attempted to leave the ship to report to King Corp, I discovered that my access was restricted and blocked. I came back to my quarters and found Milan waiting here. He was waiting with two of those hellish critters that he's created. I'm not squeamish, but those things make me nauseous. I'm currently awaiting what he calls processing. I suppose at this stage I should make peace with God. I've killed many men in my life, and I'll never say that I feel remorse for it, and I won't give Dr. Milan the satisfaction of hearing me pray for mercy. My last notes on this affair are that Dr. Milan himself is at the heart of the events on board this ship.
No way.
I was blind to it. I refused to believe that he was capable of creating such devastation. I always thought that scientists like control, but Milan breaks all the rules as far as science is concerned. The leaked information, the fungal growth, the missing scientist, I'm beginning to suspect he even knew that DeSantos was actually selling intelligence and may have fed him the information to sell. To what end, I don't know. I suspect it was because DeSantos kept Backman drugged to the eyeballs with whatever powerful stimulants he happened to have, so Backman could continue his work. I can hear the machines being turned on. I welcome my fate. At least I know that I did my job for Kane Corporation.
Ugh. Sarah in chat says this is like an old white man version of Lord of the Flies, and yes. The book.
So is
that
this
I
him right
hated-
here, do we think?
Yeah, I think so. That's my guess. Let's put some power cells in.
Power cells. I'm ready to be done with this godforsaken game. We still have many rooms left to go through, so let's rush.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Where's the... Here we go. Boom. Yay! Why does this not use shipboard power?
Okay.
Terminal of some kind?
Now use the surgical laser until you destroy... Oh, wait. Yep. Use the surgical laser until you destroy the glass wall.
A new remotely operated surgical model. Yada yada. Okay, well, we killed that.
Hell yeah.
Let's fuck some shit up.
Literally, let's fuck some shit up.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Cool. Fuck this place.
Head through the
Yeah,
bottom
fuck
to the
this
opening.
whole
Head to the opening to the bottom right.
Yes. on it.
Continue to the bottom right once more, then go up to the contamination door and look through the portals.
Environmental control and life support system has
Bottom
been
right.
compromised. Please report to the visitor center for further instructions.
Continue.
Abnormal neural activity detected.
Yeah, I'm stressed the fuck out, my dude. Okay, then go up to the contamination door and look through the portals.
Contamination door. This one.
To the bottom right, it says. Head to the bottom left to a room with lots of cages and walk around until there is a loud noise.
Ah.
World needs to know about this.
Yeah, here we go.
No shit.
The world. What world? What specific world?
The universe.
Galaxy? The galaxy? What's the political situation? Like who?
We have no idea. We don't know what the fuck is up. Head to the bottom left
here, so
to a room
complete.
with lots of cages and walk around until there is a loud noise.
Loud noise, please. Hello.
Return to the contamination area and Milan will capture you.
Sick.
Sick.
Love that for us.
Captured.
Okay, well, we can just watch this happen. Rip.
Do we die? Oh, no, here he is.
Yeah.
What an ass.
Woo. At least I have a thumbnail for YouTube. Hooray cutscenes. I just... Ugh. 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 Corporatocracy vibes. Yeah. Yeah, they haven't really, like... The only external world building that has happened in this game so far has been mention of the eugenics wars.
Don't know what you're talking about.
And that's it.
Listen, Milan.
Dr. Milan.
Suck my entire ass, Milan.
Enough! I'll see you soon, Mackenzie. Give my regards to your
Mr. Maracek, you sneaky bastard. Not to worry, I can speed up this little family reunion.
What have you done with Rebecca?
She's right, yeah.
Rebecca!
You took away my life's work, Mr. Maracek.
Super fast hopscotch.
Now let me return the favor. Cage 7 open.
Is there blood in there?
Enjoy the show. I'm off to deal with Judas.
They're literally gonna kill her right now. Go over to the glass.
Becca plays in the room, clearly unaware of how close you are.
Just go tap on the glass till it breaks.
Yeah, they are.
Rebecca, no! Rebecca, run! Kill me! Take me! Rebecca! Rebecca, no! Rebecca, run! Kill me! Take me! Rebecca!
This game has everything I hate in it. Literally everything I hate in it.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it so bad.
Fuck.
John, I understand you're emotional.
Oh, fuck you!
Actually, fuck you. Jump into space, bitch. Like,
Oh, is Ellen not dead? Ellen had a weird hybrid alien baby and she's not dead?
Go to the table on the left and take John's PDT.
To put your daughter's DNA into the scanner.
Yeah.
I'm in a nightmare. I can't do this. I just can't do this.
You don't have a choice. Milan is a monster. We need to find Ellen.
What do we need to find her for?
Blood into the scanner.
I guess that maybe that wasn't her.
Yeah.
Put it in the scanner.
Let me put it in the fucking. There we go.
Good God.
Complete.
Says use the nearby recycling drain to escape.
Can you get out of there?
I hate it so bad. I hate
Yep.
it so much.
Yep. Me too.
Dispose of biological material for processing at recycling station 03.
I can't wait to fry Milan. Click on the walkway to jump down.
It's just a billion bodies in acid.
Yeah. Would you, it's like you have to keep going because you have to tell people because it's like it's like a responsibility to the world at this point, but it's like, God damn. God damn.
Log 1988. Deleted
Same dude.
damage.
Actually, same dude. Abandonment, no feeling like it. Betrayal, there's another one that cups deep. To be betrayed and abandoned by your own family, well, fuck, what can I say? It's been 10 years since Maggie put my name into the Progressive Assistance Selected Suicide Lottery for $10,000 cash from the government. No questions asked. They said it was a fantastic deal. All that cash and only a super slim chance that my name would be selected. The state wins in the long run, with one less welfare case, and my family gets a cash bonus. Did I have a say in this? No. So April 15th rolls around and bam, just my luck. My name is picked along with a few thousand other unlucky bastards. I did the only thing I could, the only thing I've ever really done. I ran. I joined Kane Corporation and headed as far away from my blood-sucking wife as possible. I've worked my way up the ranks here. Level 3 gets me limited seat access, which means I clean up some weird and disgusting shit. But at least nobody talks to me or asks questions, so that suits me just fine. Who cares? At least I'm alive and kicking, master of my own destiny. Keeping that in mind, I've been stuck in this room for a few days now with only the dead as company. Nobody is looking for me. But at least the bodies have stopped falling into the acid vats. That green goo was my way out to a better place. A sip of that ship and I'll be assisting my own goddamn suicide. To anybody reading this, please pass this message on to my wife. Fuck you, Maggie.
Where to?
Click on the walk, read the PDA, then examine the body in the hazmat suit. Pick up the glove that falls down. And use this on the small stream of acid falling down on the right.
Gotcha. Glove. Acid. A controlled stream of corrosive liquid spills from the siphon.
Use the acid-filled glove on the left metal grating and crawl through. Literally. They were like, fuck it all. Burn it all down.
No lights.
Keep your head down and stay away from the walls. And listen, you'll hear him before you see him.
How is he coherent, literally, in the slightest?
She's so dead. She's dead, dude.
Good. I hope everyone dies. Okay. It's fucked up. This story. Why? Why? You didn't have to kill the little girl, god damn it. You didn't have to kill the cat either, god damn. Okay.
Too close. That was too goddamn close.
Calm yourself.
Calm yourself. Great, John.
Good. Get fussy with her. That's what I would be so fussy at this point. I would be like, bitch, you can actually suck my whole ass. Like, shut up.
That was so loud.
It was unnecessarily loud.
I made it.
We're in the last section of the game. We have 4 rooms left. You ready?
Hold on. The foul-smelling mountain of flesh crawls with several post-mortem insects.
Processor has experienced a center for immediate evacuation.
Let me know when you're ready. No. Power distribution box, I assume. I'm gonna save real quick.
Okay.
Use glove on box? No. Prosthetic arm. Radical advancements in artificial technologies have yada yada bionic arms. Ugh. Prosthetic limb wrapped in rubber. Done this stuff. I'm smart.
Regeneration lab. There are arms, legs.
One step at a time. How close are you to Ellen?
She's in a storage bay. 2 floors up. I'm close.
Go towards the center of the room. It says that a hybrid will fall from the ceiling. It says, use this on the power distribution box to the bottom left and the door will start to malfunction. Go towards the center of the room and a hybrid will fall from the ceiling. Examine this twice to get intestines. Jesus Christ, okay.
A child-sized carcass appears soft and deflated. Brittle bones protrude, piercing the translucent skin at odd angles.
Okay. John.
I mean, I get it.
I get it, but like, okay.
Like, Jesus.
What is it? Is she okay?
No, she's not fucking okay, John, you stupid ass.
Still in stasis. I'm going to
No,
how is she still?
There's absolutely no fucking way.
Please be careful. Keep her under.
Use.
The last time I woke someone up.
Either there's a massive plot hole in here, or she is fucking with us to an extreme degree.
I hate her. I really don't care what happens. At this point, I'm so over it. Okay. Should be a PDA in here.
PDA?
almost at the hangar. John, I need to explain the situation.
Oh, you have the fungus.
And it looks like you brought a friend along.
Milan! Saya!
Great, let's stop to read a PDA.
No time for that. I try real hard not to think any less of Scotty, but I swear the boy ain't got a caring bone in his body. Plus, I bet he don't know what any of those big words he uses mean. He's always hinting that when we're back home, we can be partners in business. I got myself a job on a damn spaceship. Does he reckon I'd need any help getting a job? Back before Rapid Transport System was running through the Groom Lake, folks used to get around in these really slow transport pods. I found one, tucked behind a pile of storage crates. I've been working on it for maybe a month now. I reckon I can get it working. Scotty played an April Fool's joke on me, dumped some water on me while I was working on the pod. I accidentally cut him real bad with a wrench. Anyways, I'm gonna play a little joke on him and set his favorite book on fire. But not today, sometime when he won't expect it.
Even this random person is terrible.
Pod's coming along great. A couple more months and maybe I can test it out. My kid brother Judd would be so proud. He used to help me work on cars all the time. One time we were fixing the brakes on this old chunker when one of the jacks broke. I know he's in a better place now, but I still feel bad. I pray about it every day, and I know that God knows that I didn't mean to do it. I promised to him that I'm not trying to be so angry anymore. All finished. Had to get some parts printed with the nanite machine, but I'm sure Stefan didn't mind much. Can't wait to try it out. Scotty says the pod won't work and that I'll get in trouble for it. Who the hell does he think he is? I made sure it would work. I ain't stupid. It's getting real hard to breathe and just pray about stuff. People like Scotty, God lets them live for some reason or other. Albert noticed some strange mushroom stuff growing all over engineering today. Guess we're gonna have to get cleaning. Good news and bad news. We had to scrub like mama on laundry day, so the gunk is just about gone. Bad news is it's all over the damn place. Scotty has been really nice since I burned that book of his. Scotty's nicer every day. The Bible said he'd change if I was nice to him, and look what happened. A little bit of bread goes a long way in the house of God. Damn, this ain't good. The ship's on level 7 lockdown. Looks like we're gonna get real familiar with one another down here. Folks must have got mighty hungry. Screams are echoing everywhere. Scotty and me are gonna lock down engineering, shut down the baskets, and close the umbilical bridge. Keep them away from the twins. It's Judd all over. I swear I didn't mean to. I couldn't get Scotty to shut up and stop making a ruckus. I just wanted to shut him up. I swear I didn't push too hard, but for God's sake, he was being so damn loud. It just gets to where a guy can't take it no more. I thought he was better. Than me all along. Probably. Oh, he thought he was better than me. That still doesn't make sense. He thought he was better than me all along. Yeah. Well, he's dead now. He's staring at me. Gotta tuck him away somewhere. I hear him. He's been laughing, crying, cracking jokes. He won't stop. I can't get him to stop. Folks say I can fix just about anything with a screwdriver. Already fixed Scotty. Already fixed Judd. God wants us to fix folks up when they're broken. Can I fix me?
Fucking hell.
They really said, let's get the worst of the worst, my dudes. Let's get the worst of the worst. Use the terminal to open the maintenance bay pod. Climb inside and select to travel to the disposal area.
Cool.
Oh, no, come.
Woo. Neat. Neato.
All right, disposal area. Let's go.
Whoosh. Oh boy. Oh God. That's not good. None of this is good.
Nope. Head to the top left. Pick up the plasma cutter.
These creatures are following their base instincts. Breeding, eating.
Solidified mucus. Tiny ridges of tissue vibrate along the edge of the crusted organic matter. The function of this viscous mucus is unknown. Drink a Juca-Cola instead.
The tower. Maintenance and repair and solid waste disposal facility is overdue by 9,125 days.
Oh, wow.
An effigy has been sculpted from a slab of mucus. Its role is unknown. Genetic anomaly grows from the wall like a cancerous tumor. A lethargic hybrid idles painfully on the floor. These might kill us when we walk next to him, so I'm gonna save. And I'm assuming we go get the plasma cutter. Woohoo! We didn't die! Love that for us.
Okay.
Loader distribution box.
Take out the middle power cell.
Done.
Did you get it?
Yep.
Okay. And then return to the right and use the maintenance pod to return to the janitorial office.
Cool. Woo! Look at us go. I am Mara checked out of this game. I have some feelings about, so like, everyone sucks. Except for John, for some reason. Like, there's this weird, all of society is morally bankrupt, except John is, and Ellen are perfect and pure in every way.
Well, we don't know anything about them. Literally nothing. So that might not be the case. We just don't know him at all. Like, we just know he's a married man with a child, and we're supposed to sympathize with him because he has a kid, right?
Well, and because he's been horrified by all of this shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Refrigerator?
Use it on the refrigerator.
Use plasma cutter?
The plasma cutter.
Oh, hold on. Do we put power cell on him?
I don't think this will fit.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah, just use the plasma cutter on the refrigerator. Take a, read the PDA and examine the frozen body to get an eyeball.
Oh, well, I just stomped on that head for literally no reason.
Oops.
To get an eyeball. Cool. Scott!
Jared would make for a useful business partner, but I can't even suggest it without him erupting into a fit of rage and beginning to rant that ain't how it's done in my family. Does the man honestly expect me to get anywhere without once taking help from those more intelligent than he is? The Groom Lake has been a pleasure to be aboard thus far. Much more entertaining than being on Earth. Even my family's private island isn't this entertaining. Granted, there isn't much left to do now that all the indigenous animals have been hunted and killed. Space, however, is infinite.
God.
I feel as though planning an April Fool's joke almost 2 weeks in advance is a little pathetic, especially when the plan consists of a single prank, pouring water on Jared. I poured water on him, just a little glass, and the consequences? The hulking dimwit chased me down the corridor with a wrench, slicing a reasonable portion of my forehead open. I'm now thoroughly convinced that he's deranged and will be doing some investigation.
Uh-huh.
You really fucked up, dude. After agreeing to transfer a sum of money, I convinced Dr. Graham to obtain Jared's medical records for me. Jared really is mentally ill. He suffers from outbursts of rage. According to one report, he murdered his brother by crushing him to death with a car. It goes on to note that Jared believes it to be the will of the Lord. Capitalized, just like that. How in the hell did he manage to get a position in the most important area of this ship? I'll have to stay on his good side. I'm beginning to miss my father's mansion more with each passing day. Having maids and chefs to cater to me is how I was raised. To be responsible for cleaning up after myself and walking all the way to the mess hall for food remains a challenge. Sometimes I question my own sanity. I briefly criticized Jared's hobby of repairing that old transport pod and owed the daggered stare he gave me in return. What did I think I could possibly accomplish by talking to him about it? Unbelievable. He burned my thesaurus. Jared marched toward me, ripped it from my hands, and set it on fire, and then he screamed, "April Fools!" and sprinted away, waving the burning pages above his head.
His favorite fucking book is
His favorite fucking
thesaurus.
book is
He sat down. He was sitting down and reading a thesaurus.
It. Yep. He had it in his hands.
Hate
him. I can't begin saying how many times I've retyped my entries. I feel not as good. There's a better word, I swear. I would kill to get my thesaurus back. How can anyone respect me if I don't sound smart? Oh my god.
This writing, such a real, believable character.
I give up. I ran into Dr. Graham today and he remarked that I sounded like less of a pretentious asshole. Guess I should just talk like an ordinary person from now on. Oh hey, ordinary is a pretty big word. I'm rich and dumb. Okay, my arms hurt. It was hard work to get all of that fungus out of the generators. We did it though. Cleaning is not easy. I feel a sense of accomplishment in his first physical labor ever. He's like, cleaned. Okay. I guess Jared isn't all bad. He apologized to me today for losing his temper so often. And you know what? I apologized in return. I don't remember the last time I did that.
And then he murdered me.
Holy shit. It turns out the guy had a bunch of rations tucked away. He shared them with me, even though he's almost out. If I don't starve to death here, I may have to put him in charge of Tanaka Investments charity, which don't exist yet. Rations are here. We have just enough food in the freezer to last us. We're far less hungry than the guys manning the twins. I have to say I'm impressed. Not sure how those guys have had the energy to keep us afloat with so little to eat. Those guys are titans. Engineering is now on total lockdown. We have to keep whatever those things are away from the generators. I don't think that we'll ever see the light of day again. At least when I die, it'll be with the only real friend I ever had. He kills you, Scott. He kills you. He kills you in the end, Scotty. Okay. Great. PDA, done. Got the eyeball, done. Return to the visitor center expansion.
Through the maintenance pod? I assume?
Yeah, yes.
Cool.
We're almost there. This is the last room. Are you ready?
I've got this.
You've got it?
Yeah, we can do it. We don't even need the walkthrough at this point.
Well, I've already read all of it, so I'm just gonna keep it to myself. You can just go for it.
Watch me get hyper confused.
It's okay. I've got it pulled up and hidden on the side.
I mean, we only have a handful of items left.
A heavy loader.
I will say there is a time-sensitive element of this room.
Okay. Retinal scanner. Retinal scan. Okay. Eyeball. Loose panel. Ugh. Yay. Power cell. Loose panel. Nice. Powered up loader. And let's make a mess, baby. Boom. Was that our escape pod? We just drove into? Wow, that screen is really shaking. Groom Lake model. Oh,
No.
exposed plastic protrudes from this partially destroyed scale model of the Groom Lake.
The tower is 6,106 feet
Information
tall.
kiosk.
This
Okay.
massive nuclear fusion powered ship was used extensively as a planetary mining platform. 15 years
Do we need anything from this room?
No. Nope.
The tower was rechristened the Groom Lake in 2001.
A history lesson. Thanks for the achievements, team.
Began her journey towards the outer planets.
I don't care. Destroyed lifeboats. Large gases from fallen debris have made this lifeboat, pardon me, inoperable. Okay. So those three are no-goes. Death trap lies silently in its bay. Lifeboats! It's unfortunately been trashed. To the airlock. You'll tell me if I'm fucking something up, right?
Man, alone in the world, trembles with the cold.
What the hell? Okay, weirdo. Airlock. Yeah, there we go.
Blood. Murderer!
You really are a roach, Mr. Maracek.
John,
What am I
shoot him.
using the
Kill
laser
him
on?
now.
I may have pulled the trigger, so to speak, but you and Miss Hensley loaded the gun.
I just shoot him, right?
You need to just move quickly. No.
Monster.
Monster? By whose
Yeah, just when you get a chance, use a plasma cutter on the machine parts next to you.
morals of men don't apply to
When you get the
Like
chance.
blinky lights, I assume.
I would assume so, yeah. You gotta be quick, though.
Haha, get fucked. Ow, I fell and I bled. Why are we bleeding?
Quantum storage device damaged and door missing. Fractural femur detected.
Oh, we broke our leg.
Scapula damaged. Seek
Oh, in the
immediate
shoulder.
medical attention.
This is where Taya fucked us over.
Alan, did you... Have we got her?
I do.
She's alive, actually.
Here.
Yeah. I'm shocked.
I'm actually shocked.
It's over. It's all over. It's over. It's all over. It's over. It's all over.
I'm sorry, it wasn't supposed to end like this. Waking you was a mistake, John. But I'm happy to have met
Fuck you. We literally don't. I hate you. I literally don't care about you at all.
Tear, what do you mean?
She's the one who woke us up. She was planning this the whole time. We're only just now realizing that.
You woke me? Answer me!
We needed a way to transport the research off the Groom Lake. And your wife's bone marrow was a perfect storage device.
Oh my god.
Research. This is about fucking research?
Yes! It's about research. Worth billions, John. Billions.
Killer.
Ugh.
So you caused all of this? You let those things loose?
No, I'm not that sloppy. The idiots we sent to get your wife's body turned off all the containment protocols.
Oh my
Lost
god.
Ellen in all the chaos. That pussy Yuri was on his way to you when Milan got involved.
On his
Oh
way to
my
get my DNA.
god.
It was the only way to locate the data carrier in this shitfest. Old man Kane will be rolling in his grave when I sell his secrets.
You're just like Milan.
Is that what you think? John, do you love your wife?
More than you.
I loved my husband, and Kane's security forces murdered him during a protest. Kane Corporation took everything from me, and now I will burn them to the ground.
Well,
along with you.
You don't.
To stasis pod, son. It was never gonna happen.
Telegraphic coordinates confirmed. Autopilot has been engaged. Time to departure. 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
If you use the storage device to get John's PDT and use it on Hensley.
How do we... storage device.
You never had any intention of helping me.
Bleh.
You used me. You used my family.
It's not personal.
Not personal. You bitch.
Guilty.
I'm actually a bad person, John.
I mean, we knew not to trust her. She's a stupid a-hole.
Taya Hensley.
Tia.
Let me stand on my broken leg somehow.
I don't care. It's my wife.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, damn, it destroyed the other stasis pod.
Yep.
That's unfortunate.
Bye, Ellen. Have fun.
But we get to save our wife.
Yeah.
For departure.
Worth it.
Worth. I wish we had saved the baby, but okay. Wish we had saved our daughter instead of Ellen, but okay.
Ellen lies motionless.
Love you, baby. See you on the other side.
Destination changed.
I love you, Ellen.
Did we change the destination to like our original vacation
Home.
place or whatever? Achievement unlocked. I love you, Ellen. Wow, so profound. Goodbye. Have a good time.
We would not have finished that tonight without that walkthrough.
No.
There's no way in hell.
No. Whoosh.
Whoosh. Space.
Space.
Hi, Ellen. I hope you have like a pretty good life.
Yeah, hope you get some therapy.
Yeah. You'll never know what happened to us, thank God.
Well, except
She
that
could infer, but
she gave birth to a weird hybrid
she was
creature, so
sedated though the entire time.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe she'll never know. Maybe she'll never know.
Maybe she'll never know about. Well,
She'll
the
need
thing is,
less
like, I'm
therapy if she
comforted.
never knows.
I'm comforted by her not knowing what happened to us and our daughter, right?
Yeah.
Like.
Oh. Never mind. Never mind. Fuck this game. Well, a Christopher Bischoff game. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Fuck you, Christopher Bischoff. Opinions about this game. Don't like it. Don't like it. Dislike it, actually. The final moment was that she was a corpse. Yeah, so if you look at that credits list, Summer and I had this conversation a couple of weeks ago, actually, because I had a hunch based on some of the dialogue, and I went and I looked at the list, the credits for the team. It is overwhelmingly male in that I think there's a voice actress or two, and there's like
editors.
They're editors, but no one on the like creative side or in leadership, and it really shows. It really shows, especially in this final section of the game. Like, fucking. Look, you can make horror about like horrible things. You can, right? And like the terrible shit that happened in the back section of this game. Could you make a game that includes that? That is like a good horror game? Probably. But one thing I want to point out in the way that it was written and then presented to the player is that it centers John and all of these terrible fucking men. It's about them. It's not about any of the people that they hurt. It's not about like any of that. It's just about the terrible people. And I hate it. I'm going to give this an F. This game gets an F for me. Anyway.
So I'll also, spoiler alert, giving this game a big fat F for fuck off into space. When I first found this game years ago, I played through like the very beginning section that's like point and click, like figuring stuff out, and there was like a couple of jump scares, right? Like with the like scary like projectors and like whatever. And I was like, oh, this seems like a fun horror point and click adventure. Like, it seems like it's got puzzles, it's not some jumpy scares, it's like kind of spooky, you're on a ship in space. Had I ever known the breadth, if I had thought for 1 second that this game was going to center like the abuse of innocent people and specifically children, it would never have even been on my radar of a game that I'd ever want to play, not to mention like everything else that this game did. I mean, there was nothing that it didn't touch on.
Yeah.
There was literally no insensitive or triggering topic that it didn't cover.
Poorly.
Like poorly, yeah. Like literally nothing it didn't say like this is the depravity of like humanity. Let's put it in a game. Like, let's put every terrible thing humanity could and will ever possibly do, and let's slam it into a game, and let's not write it in a sensitive way.
Yeah.
And so it was just like, and on top of that, some of these puzzles are just fucking ludicrous and would take us hours to figure out. Like, it's just trial and error, and it's just kind of like.
Lynn in chat says it was definitely not well written, and whatever point it was trying to make got lost under the how can we make it worse writing. Yeah. A lot of re-clicking on stuff. Never do that in an adventure game. Never have a thing where you need to interact with it more than once.
Twice. Yeah, like, it's so stupid.
Well, okay. Unless the first click invites you to do it again. If the first click says, well, this isn't going to get us anywhere, then you have failed. You're just being an asshole as a game designer. I'm not... Like, what Lynn brings up, the how can we make it worse writing, this is a thing that I've talked about a lot in writing that I hate, is the idea that good writing is writing that hurts you, right? That because it makes you feel something, right? And it's a pet peeve that I have in tabletop actual plays, is that a lot of people, when they're like playing a darker campaign or whatever, they feel like they have done a good role play when they have the worst thing possible happen to their character to their players if they're a GM, and it's just terrible. It's terrible writing. It should always serve a purpose, and it should say something, and it doesn't here.
Yeah. I mean, like, to the bitter end, these fucking boys in engineering. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
even some of the most
unnecessary.
Yeah, and you have to like say like even the most like good characters are part of this like machine that's creating and doing these terrible things. Like even if they don't know about it, they're turning blind eyes to shit. Like clearly they're turning blind eyes to shit. And it's just it was awful from start to finish. And at the very end, what was the goddamn point?
Yep.
No one even knows. He's just on the groom lake alone, dead. Like he's just waiting to die now with these fucking monsters in space. Like that's the end because like his wife was dead. Sent her out. We're hoping like something will get out. Nope. False. Can't. Nothing. It was pointless. The game was pointless. Nothing changed because we played the game. We had no impact on anything. Like it was really just a tour of a terrible spaceship. Like it was just a tour. It was a guided tour with puzzles and it was awful.
There's a sequel.
I'm not ever touching this game ever
touching
again as long as I live.
Made by these people ever again. Yeah. Another thing I will say, and we encountered a couple times today, is like I understand that creating a game of this size with a small team is difficult. And the environments were pretty detailed, and the writing extensive in those areas, but we ran into so many issues where the way that the graphics were rendered was so muddy that we couldn't actually tell that there was a thing somewhere or that there was somewhere for us to go. And obviously y'all are watching this after it hits video encryption. So you're seeing less detail than I am on my end. But the number of times that we entered a room and it was just not clear at all that there was more room for us to go to. No, this game gets no points,
zero,
no credit for effort, nothing. So yeah, and compared to the last space disaster romp that we went through, where we went into that game and it had such terrible context from the problems with the studio lead.
Yeah.
And then we get to this and somehow it is infinitely worse as a game. Anyway.
I think the worst part is too, I didn't even by the end, I didn't even care about anything or anyone. I don't even know John enough to like him.
Yeah.
I like him because he's trying to save his wife and daughter. But when his daughter died, I wasn't sad because we knew her or knew anything about John or what this meant. Mm-hmm. I was sad because it was a child being murdered by a terrible creature, right? For what? Yeah. For this guy being pissy. Exerting his power or whatever. So it just fucking sucked top to bottom. Hated it.
Yeah, John and Taya could have had conversations about their past and gotten to know each other and grown to appreciate each other in some way, and it would have made the betrayal at the end so much more impactful, and we would have cared more about John. It's just it's basic shit. It's basic shit that just isn't here.
There were I would say 50% of the logs we just straight up didn't need, and we could have replaced that with getting to know John, right? Yeah. We got to know some of the most intimate details about this crew for no reason. We knew everyone was dead reading these PDAs. We're they're all fucking dead. We're getting to know them for no reason. And we also don't care about them because they're literally all trash. So it's characters I forget the Christian woman who we had to kill because she was the fire. The one with the daughter or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's small things like that. I don't mind getting to know them because they're still kind of around and you have to make a moral decision of oh, this person needs to die because she's literally living in hell, right? And her daughter's dead, all that stuff. Those kind of PDAs, don't mind those as much.
Yeah.
Seeing some of the people who are like, we need to fight this, and then they die tragically, don't mind that. But the people who just are shitty and just exist as a shitbag in this spaceship that's just full of shitbags is like so unnecessary once you get to the literal like 20th PDA. So, I mean, like, how many PDAs did we read in this game?
I don't know, like 100, probably.
It felt like so fucking many. Yeah, the whole point was just to shock people. Like, damn, you thought it was bad. We're gonna kill the goddamn cat.
We're gonna kill the cat.
Just you wait. We're gonna kill the daughter too. Like, it's just so shitty. Wife. And the wife has been dead for probably a very long time. Like,
but they wanted her bones, Summer. They wanted her bones.
They wanted her bones. Why did he launch her into space? He could have gotten in the stasis pod himself and like told everybody about what's happening on the fucking Groom Lake. But instead, he's like, "Goodbye, my wife's dead remains." Eject. Sends her off. Like, I hate him too. Like, I hate him for that. Because she was like fucking dead. It was very clear she was dead. He didn't even check.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, John. I know you broke your femur, but fucking have some common sense. You have literally nothing to live for except for the fact that you can prevent this from happening to other people. Jesus Christ. Like, oh my God, John. What would a sequel even be? Fucking.
This. Do you want to know?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I really don't care enough to know. I don't care
because I
at all.
suspect it's handled even worse.
The Groom Lake lands on Earth and the monsters roam free. Something stupid. I hate it.
You play a woman 9 months pregnant.
I hate it. Thanks.
Yep.
I hate it. Thank you. I hate it.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Thank you. I really fucking hate it, and I don't want it, and nobody needed that, and no one asked for that.
Yeah. Anyway, so
I'm just like laughing because it's so fucking horrible. Like,
yeah, this is a part near where at the end of the video that I'm going to splice back to the beginning of the video, and you may infer some spoilery things from the way that we are talking, and if so, I'm sorry. But we did not do a content warning message at the beginning of the video, and having been through this, it feels important that we do so. So if you need content, actually no, everything that could be triggering is in this game at some point or another. I highly recommend you look at the full list of content warnings, as many as I could remember, at the bottom of the video. And
it's everything.
If any of it feels like something you should skip out on, we will understand. And there are other games that we have played on this show that you can go watch instead.
And I encourage you to watch a different playthrough, not this one.
Yeah. Please don't dislike the video, though. Go dislike the game if you want to, but please don't harm me for this. Okay.
This isn't our fault. It's my fault a little bit that we played.
All right, splice over.
Whew.
What the fuck? We're gonna be playing something completely different next week.
Yeah, yay.
And
thank
like
God.
verifiably different. Not like we have an idea that this game might be. No, like definitely
verifiably
for sure.
have seen it played vaguely.
Yeah.
Know that it's a cute little puzzle game.
It's a cute game, and either Summer and I are gonna look like absolute geniuses, or we're gonna feel so stupid.
No,
either
I'm
way,
very good
it's
at.
gonna be a great time.
This is a game that my husband was playing, and I like came up and would like solve it for him because I think having dumb brain, and he's got computer engineering brain.
Mm-hmm.
He's like trying to do some like smart shit over there, and I'm just like, what if sheep equals entry, whatever? And he's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, well, because you
works.
can easily overthink things. Anyway, we'll talk more about that when we play it. But we will be back next week with Baba Is You.
Baba,
which is a fun little logic and language based puzzle game. And yeah, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be really good.
Should have no trigger warnings. I can't wait.
Yeah. Yep. So
okay.
Yeah.
Bye, bitches. Damn. Goddamn.
Bye, bitches. See you in a week.